Morning, good morning, good morning, morning. I forgot to brush my hair. I just suddenly said, I've been prepping all morning, been so busy, right? And then I just suddenly thought, oh, and I'm frozen. I'm all frozen on the screen in here, Jeremy. Look, I'm going like this. Oh, both of them, both screens are doing it now. Anyway. Have a look at today's early bird. Early bird's gorgeous, going to go beautifully with the fabrics I got in the first hour. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you steady? £4.99, £4.99. So it's an early bird special. It's decorative ribbon, red and white assortment pack. 12 of them you get. A metre each. Oh, well, hang on, that's a bit rubbish. Not rubbish, that's the wrong word, sorry. It's not 12 different ones. You get 3 of the snowflake, 3 of the heart, 3 of the spot, 3 of the gingham, which means you get 3 metres of snowflake, 3 metres of heart, 3 metres of spot, 3 metres of gingham. That's what it means. £4.99. Now remember, once you pop this in your basket and you've checked out, that's your P&P done for the day. You can check out as many times as you like during the day at £4.99. Alison Marion's in. Ema's in. Patsy's in. Claire's in. Now, what you go? Oh, hang on. Remember, Kat, you don't have to talk as much with me here. What have you come to do, Jeremy? That started all right now, but both of them were just going like that. Maybe it's just because something what. Now, people are multi-buying, and lovely if you're going to wrap presents in fabric this year, isn't it? Or just use them. Remember, each one's a metre long. Actually, let's get them out. How many of these have I got, Kat? Okay, get this one out. Or brown. Oh, do you know what? Hayley did that one year here, didn't she? No, wasn't here. Was at Sewing Quarter, right? She wrapped all the gifts in brown paper on the set and then put gingham. Oh, after all that, look, I just slid out. I'll open the snowflake one. There you go. Oh, they're lovely. They're one-sided. Now, remember, each piece is a metre long. £4.99. Are you seeing this? Oh, yes, there you go. Not just for Christmas. The snowflake one I'd use at Christmas, obviously, but the gingham one, the spot one, the heart one, Valentine's Day, round the corner. Well, I'll say that. Christmas is round the corner, isn't it? Oh. What's the matter? No, it's not out here. Cat's lost her phone. Loads of these in baskets. Look, they're gorgeous. Oh, I put that one a bit high, haven't I? Are they what, Jeremy? Am I doing plaid? Is that what you're saying? I'm just doing a bit of a cross-hatching. Look, all this, you're getting all this for £4.99. I'm just doing it so you can see how much you're getting. Oh, bang, bang, what's all that noise? There we go. I still haven't finished. Look, there's loads. Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Ellen says good morning. Jacqueline says good morning. Judith says good morning. Janice says good morning. Anne says good morning. Lovely shirt, thank you. Princess What's It's in. Pam Minihani says morning, lovely. Marcia, good morning, lovely John and the team. Happy Friday. Oh, is it Friday? I'm so lost with my days. I'm only doing Friday and Saturday here this week, so that's confused me. I woke up this morning thinking it was Saturday. There you go. There you go. All of those for £4.99. Oh, it's gone funny again. Oh, no, that's all right. Is it all right at home? Is it just, it's just my screen here then? Oh, it's internal internet connection apparently. So Kat's what she's going to do, she's going to buy some white fabric or some red fabric or some blue fabric. We've got a bundle of it coming up in the next hour. Wrap her presents, then tie the ribbon around it. Beautiful. Now, if you're going to make bunting out of this, decoration on the bunting, not for the actual the thing at the top. Oh, look, it's going... Right, okay, so... Are you sure it's all right at home? Okay, that's fine then. Yeah. Anyway, don't worry. Hillary's in. Morning, John. Lovely Christmas morning. Right, Hillary, On the BBC weather app, today it was supposed to be slushy and, not slushy, sleet and ice, right? It was warm this morning when I left. I did all the thing across my windscreen last night because Rebecca Reed said, oh, there's going to be frost and ice and sleet. Nothing. No, I didn't have to do my windscreen either. I took the towel off. I put a towel on mine. It was dripping wet. So warm. Anyway, £4.99. Buy this. Hurry up. Come on. Good morning, John from a very cold Ireland, says Neve. Laurie says, good morning, John and all the team. Have a lovely day. That's from Laurie. Jeremy says, thank you, Laurie. The what? They don't like my shirt. Oh, they like my shirt. It's got cars, Porsches and things. Now, don't look too closely because the background's meant to be white and I've obviously washed it with something yellow. You won't see it on the telly. Lynn Tuitt is watching. She says, hello, everybody. There you go, there's my car. We're not selling my car. No, it's not a car, it's a shirt. We don't sell cars yet. Not yet. Make sure you check out on this, won't you? These will go. We've got a lovely Moda collection coming up in a second, right? You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Oh, yes. Right. Now, if you bought this, right? If you bought this, you know the 12 days of Christmas. What day are we on now then? 4. Right? We're on the 4th day. So you've still got time to do this. If you buy something each day for 6 of the 12 days of Christmas. Well, actually, it's not the 12 days of Christmas. It's the 1st to the 12th of December, isn't it? And what? No, it doesn't have to be consecutive days or anything like that. So as long as between the 1st and the 12th of December, you shop for 6 days, you will get a email from us saying that you got free P&P for the whole of January. For the whole of January. So if they buy something every day in January, they'll get free P&P for the whole... So it's not limited. It's not limited. Here it is. Look, have a look quickly. We weren't going to do this now, but look. Right. Shop for 6 days or more. Well, you only have to shop for 6 if you don't want to. Out of the first 12 days of December, get free people. And the way it works is you... And what? Where does it say that? Okay, apparently it also works for Yarn Lane. Well, I suppose it does because the P&P is the same, isn't it? Same warehouse, so it would do. So you could buy from me, excuse me, from Sewing Street one day, Yarn Lane the next day, Sewing Street the next day, Yarn Lane the next day. As long as and you'll get an email with your own code on it, your own private code. So that I think that's how it works, and you get free P&P for the whole January. It's good, isn't it? That's brilliant. Right, I should put this away because I've also, while I'm here. Oh, look, that looks lovely. Doesn't that look lovely? Even if you made like decorations out. Oh, I'm going to have to stop looking at my screen because on my screen here, I'm doing this. Right. Yeah, Kat's still doing Christmas decorations with her. Now, did you know that we sell gift cards? Right. Now, the best way to do it is go to the website, right, and go on the front page. I'll show you now on the front page. There you go. Scroll right the way down to the bottom. Right the way down to the bottom. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There it is. Gift cards. Oh, no. Is it that one? Or there's one. Or go right to the bottom there where it says gift cards. Now, there are 2 different choices of gift cards. You can buy hard gift cards like this, which arrive to you by the post. What you do is you click on... Now, one says Yarn Lane, one says Sewing Street. Oh, are you going to click on it? Sorry. Click on it, right? You can use both of them. So if you get one with Yarn Lane on it, you can use it in Sewing Street. If you get one with Sewing Street on it, you can use it on Yarn Lane. Scroll down the page, right? Now, look, you can either get 10, 25, 50 or 100. But no. See the box underneath, right? For between £10 and £500. Oh, look, excuse me. Kat's chosen a £275 one. Click on purchase. No, because if we click on it, you'll see all Kat's email. But anyway, that's the way to do it. You can also do it by email, right? You don't have to have a physical one. You can have an email one, right? So you click on the email one. Now, this is a bit different. So you can either have it sent to you. Look, do the price again. Now, look, who's it for? Me or someone else? So you can either have it sent directly to somebody else, or you can have it sent to you and you can give it to them as a gift. If you want to wrap it up and give it to them on Christmas morning, you get an email with your code on and everything like that. And then, look, you can leave them a message. You know, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, now look, when do you want it sent? Now or later? Click on later. Choose a date. Don't choose a time. Don't choose a time. Oh, go on. Oh, there you go. We're having it on New Year's Eve, are you? So she's having a gift token of £275 delivered on New Year's Eve that she's buying for herself. No, you don't get to if you buy this one, you don't get a delivery date for this one. It's only the email one that you get your date for. Right. I just thought to tell you about that. Got to take that with me. Would you like to have a look at today's menu? Here's the menu. Right, coming up today, Moda Back Porch Fabric Collezione. That's now at 8 o'clock, that's right now. 9 o'clock, we've got Cross Stitch with Jane Greenoff. Hey! She's here and raring to go. Can I just say that where you've put this thing, it's right in the way of your feet. So you can't put your feet inside the thingy. Yeah, Elliot, is he in yet? Right, here we go. Sewing Room Essentials at 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock, more Cross Stitch with Jane Greenoff. We've got premieres in the Jane Greenoff, by the way. Lots of premieres. And then at 12 o'clock, at 12 o'clock, right? So Sewing Street stops. If you're watching the telly, you don't have to do anything. You can stay where you are. If you're on the if you're on the YouTube, on the Facebook, or on the website, you do have to go to the Yarn Lane one to watch it. Now, I was meant to have a guest, but because of the adverse weather conditions, I'm on my own. Apparently it's snowing in Peterborough. Is that Lake Crazy Lorraine? Oh, Susan. Susan says it's snowing in Peterborough. Oh, well, in that case, I'll take that back. It's not horrible here, though. It's lovely here. And look, 21 days, 3 weeks today. Actually, what day is the week? Is it Friday? Yeah, 3 weeks today. I'll be sitting here Christmas morning. I shall be here live on Christmas morning. I will not be wearing a red suit. I don't want to borrow your dad's waistcoat, thank you. It'd be far too big for me. Anyway. Now, you can get in touch. There's several ways you can get in touch. And this today... Oh, do you know... Have a look at this, right? Because I forgot my iPad, haven't I? Here we go. You can email. Now, if you email studio@sewingstreet.com, email studio@sewingstreet.com, they go through to Kat. Hannah's not here today. She's off taking a driving test today. It's weird, isn't it? How can she go do a driving test, but I can't go to the theatre? Anyway, that's by the by. You can also Facebook me, which is the one that comes through to me. Right, that's right. While you're there, I'll just tell you that very quickly. Good morning, John. Cold day in Norwich, but I'm not doing the school run. That's good. Jackie's watching. Morning, Jez Jeannie. Hope you all have a fabulous day. Margaret said, good morning, John and all the team. Jackie says, morning. It's soggy here. As soon as you laid those ribbons down, I saw one of those boards with ribbons crisscrossed on them to put notes in. Oh, Susan. Oh, that was Jackie. Susan says, we've got snow in Ramsey Mearside near Peterborough. Trisha Ann says, good morning, John. Where have you been? Missed you. They didn't want me, Trisha Ann. Only got 2 days this week. Lulu says, I'll watch you Christmas morning, John Scott. And Lucy says, good morning, lovely John. Have your company today. Laid watching. Oh, had spinal surgery. Oh, Lucy. Princess Whatsit says, I adore Moda fabrics. They are up there as my favourite. Oh, they're selling already. And Jackie Lewis says, morning, John. Windy and dark here in Great Sutton. And that's just her husband. Oh, that's nice. Who's that from? Louise says, now I've seen that it's you, I'm going to stay in instead of going out. Is that what she said? Oh, she's going to do her Christmas shopping here. Well, yeah, buy those ribbons. Oh, well, oh yeah, now everything's on pre-order. Everything is on pre-order, right? So you go to the website, click on Watch Live. The first thing you'll see is me. And then today's bestseller, that'll be the early bird. There's the early bird, $4.99. Still some of those available. Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot to say, I forgot to do that. In the getting in touch, you can send a message there, and they go through to Kat, and they're the ones that go in the white boxes underneath. Oh, Jane Greenoff's just watching the studio. She looks gorgeous. Oh, she's done her hair and everything, which is very unusual for her. Very unusual. Anyway, she'll be up in an hour's time. Don't you pull faces at me. I'm working, ever the professional. How many clips? Are they quilting clips you've got in your hair? She's got quilting clips in her hair. She looks lovely. Anyway, look, everything's on pre-order. There is all the Moda fabric. Keep going. Oh, now. There, look at the Moda. Keep going. This is all the first hour, but all 4 hours are there. So watch. Keep going. There's a lot in the first hour. Look! Jane Greenoff is there, look. Acorn. So everything is on pre-order. Oh, the snow in Dumfries. Stuart's having his breakfast watching us. June says, morning handsome, very damp here today. God, I don't know what she's watching. Oh no! Lynn says, just been had a peek at the pre-order. Cute hedgehog just fell in my basket. Hedgehog? Is the cat there? Is the cat there? There's a cat one as well. Anyway, let's move on. So I've done all of that. I've done pre-order. Shall we start? We'll start off with the design. Oh, no, it's a jelly roll because it's Moda. Because it's Moda, it's jelly roll. Now, I need to explain to you, Moda fabrics are the most gorgeous quality fabrics. These are slightly lighter weight than you would expect from a Moda. They're more of a poplin side of the cotton than the heavy crafting side. We can't find a GSM on their website, though, so I can't tell you what the GSM on it is, I'm afraid. But these are 2.5-inch strips. How many of these we got in stock? Right, okay. Oh, look at the lovely ribbon around the outside. Right, look. Oh, there's no elastic band, so I had to open it. How many strips do you get? I'll have to count them because it doesn't say on the packaging. These are from me and my sister Designs. You know those two ladies that dress the same? It's from them. Identically, look. Look, can you see? Okay, 40 strips you get in here. 40 strips of 2.5 inches wide. Beautiful. If you love your red, white and blues, Barber Mary, they're called. Now, I've got fabrics in here that aren't in the collection, aren't in the half-metre collections. Look. Look, we didn't get that one. Now, I went to look last night. These are not easy to find in the United Kingdom. They are not. And it's a launch for Sewing Street. It's a launch today. So I've got that one. I've got that one. I haven't got that one in half-metre. I haven't got that one in half-metre. That one's available in half-metre. Oh, actually, that's not available in half-metre either. Oh, it says, yes, yes. Tell a lie. Look. Gorgeous, aren't they? Obviously, you're going to get some repeats because you're getting 40. Who sent a message for Hannah? Anne, my love. Hannah's not here today. It's Kat today. I know. We've broken the bubble today, I'm afraid. We've been very safe all morning. We've all had our masks on. Here we go. No one's allowed near Jeremy anyway. Not got that one. You see, you're getting other ladybirds. We've got that one. Cute, isn't it? So this is the jelly roll. How much is it? Sorry, I haven't even looked. That can't be right. Right, these are normally. That's not right. This should be at least £40. Now, I can't find... Oh, I didn't look this one up, did I? Oh. Do you know what? I take advantage. I think this is wrong. Is that Elliot? Elliot, first of all, this isn't my extension lead you've screwed to the desk here, is it?
You can take it. I can pop it off.
I can pop it off. And why is it right there? Because I keep kicking it.
I'll move it.
He's going to move it. He's a good boy, Elliot. Even though we teased him on air, because his stepmom was on the telly the last time I was in, and we would and then since then, people with Elliot's surname have been adding me on Facebook, but they're not family members. Yeah, I didn't add them. It's all right. Well, while we were doing the show, somebody called Glenn started watching, and they're no relation. Aren't these gorgeous? Have you seen these? I'm still going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I've had 16 different designs so far. 17 different designs. Look. Oh, no, that. What's the matter, Elliot? Yes, I know. Look. Look at all these. I think I'm there now. Oh, no. That's another one. Blimey. No, look, that one's there as well. These are gorgeous, aren't they? Look at these. I'm sorry, but look how many... I've lost count now how many I've got here, but look. No, there's 40, but how many patterns are there? Right, okay, I'm through with all... No, that's one as well. Have I done that one? Oh, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Look at all those. It looks a bit of a mess on your telly, doesn't it? I think there's a mistake here with the price, because you should not be getting 40 2.5-inch strips, width of fabric, for £31. Good morning, Attractor. You're in fine fettle this morning. I'm not. I'm a bit like that. There's something wrong with the tellies here, and I can't watch them because they're doing this. Oh, get Elliot to fix it. Elliot! I'll get Elliot to fix it. Okay. Brand spanking new today. Right, look at the graphics. Look at my hands. No, not the delay, but it's like... Da, 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 da. I'm sorry to witter on about it. Elliot will fix it now. He's our superhero, is Elliot. Sometimes you'll have 10 to 12 patterns in 3 different colourways. Yeah, but look at all these, Stuart. Look at all these. There's 40 slices, 40 strips. You know what? Any of our Nikki Lintott design roll book. Right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's another ladybird one there. Look, I hadn't seen that one as well. Look. Excuse my coughing, Elliot. No. Is that how you tell how old a ladybird is? Now, just so you know, in the gallery, I have no preview or output. Just so you know. Elliot's fixing it. So I could get my output there, but no preview. I don't know what's coming up next, do I? All I've got is like some cliffs in Lulworth Cove. Anyway, look. Right, okay. They are beautiful. I better start tidying them up now. You get 40 strips of 2.5 inches. Well, I'm surprised Hayley hasn't been on the phone. Oh, she might be watching. No, because... Well, no, I'm sure she should be ringing. That is wrong. That is wrong. Go and have a look on the internet. Well, I don't know who's got them, actually. Here's the early bird. There's the early bird. Good morning, John, from a dull and damp Portland. Is Portland in America? Princess Whatsit doesn't want the snow until she's picked up her Loki. When do you collect Loki? When do you collect Loki? Loki's a cat. Loki's a cat. In fact, it must be up in Yorkshire way, because I remember when I was up doing pavers, you said, oh, it's a shame Loki's not ready to be collected now. Loki's a cat, right? She's only a kitten. She's only about 10 weeks old, and she's about this big already. And she's going to grow to be that big. And she's a great big fluffy lion sort of cat. Don't quite know what kind of cat it is. She'll tell me. Lulu, Lulu, Lulu. That was an advert, wasn't it? Lulu. No, Lulu. No, Lulu. Wait, not that Lulu. This is Lulu. Wasn't it an advert for Fiat or Citroen or something? What was she? Oh no, Nicole Papa. That was, wasn't it? It wasn't Lulu. There was an advert, right, for Nicole. Yes, Papa. That was for one car. Well, Lulu's not. Oh, Lulu. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Ab Fab. Champagne for Lulu. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? Am I on telly right now? They're telling me off because I'm on telly right now. Now, you need to go and tell Hayley that price is wrong for that jelly roll. It's way too low. Way too low. Right. Right. Okay, so now I've got fat quarters, I've got mega bundles, and I've got fabric by the half metre. The mega bundle is already selling. Oh, a quarter of the stock of the mega bundle's gone already, and I haven't even shown it to you yet. You bought it on the website. Right. Okay. So now, can I just tell you, I found these fat quarters. I'll put the graphics in first. I'll put the graphics in. Oh, she's got an 8-hour round trip to collect him. He's a Norwegian forest cat. Funny, I used to live in Norway, never saw one. Look at the price, right? I found these for sale last night on the website. Oh, here you go. £125. Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing, right? £125. You can buy it. You can go buy it if you want for £125. Don't mind. Don't mind, right? But £99.99. £99.99. Right, okay. How many of these have I got? Okay, right, I'm going to open it anyway. Now, that's the size of them. I don't know how many. Right, okay. Now, Moda fabric will normally be American-sized fat quarters because the way it works is like this. Hello? In America, they take a yard, and in Europe and the rest of the world, they take a metre, and they cut it in down the middle there and across there. So if the fabric is 6 inches wide, you get a much bigger fat quarter. These look, oh no, these look bigger than American ones. Look, there you go. That's your size of your fat quarter there. 18 by 21, did you say? Crazy Lorraine's in. Hello, Crazy Lorraine. Did Harry Enfield do a show with Lulu? Harry Enfield in a Gravy Grow with Lulu? I don't think I'm old enough to remember that. Right, okay, so here we go. Here's the fat quarter bundle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, now look. Oh, that's nice. We've got that one in the half metre coming up. 7, 8. Blimey, there's loads. 9. Be here forever. 10. I like that as a shirt. Not the maker shirt. Who? Oh, Susan, get me a soy vanilla latte while you're there. Oh, I got a soy vanilla latte. I had to pay for it. Except I haven't paid for it yet. I will do today. From whom? Yeah, I think when someone says, do you want anything from? It doesn't mean say we're paying for it. It means someone's going. It's not a circle. It's a snail. Oh, it's a 6. 6. You got to shop 6 days out of... Oh, no. I thought it was a 6 because you got to shop for 6 days in your first 12 days of Christmas. There you go. It's a 6. If that looks like your toilet seat, Cat, then there's something wrong with your... Oh, there's something wrong with your toilet. Right, look, there you go. Aren't they lovely? I was counting them until you put me off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that can't be right. Hang on. But I've just worked something. Let's count that properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. There's 30, right? Right, okay. That makes these Moda fat quarters. How much does that make them each? £3? No. Divided by 30. Where can you buy a Moda fat quarter for £3.33? How much? Okay, how much is 125 divided by it? There, you see, that's why there's £125. Who's done the pricing on this hour? These are. Do you know what? Listen. There's nothing we can do about it. You can go to that other shop and pay £125 if you want. That's the proper price. Some £3.33 a fat quarter. Are you having it for Moda fabric? No, hang on. So it's £3.33, £6.66. So it works out at £12 something a metre, doesn't it? That's what it works out at. Is that right? Yeah, because we're going to be selling at £15 a metre in a minute, aren't we? Oh, no! Oh, I didn't see that email. Oh, I didn't read that one. I would be in bed then. Oh, well, anyway. Oh. I'm coughing. It's not because of what's it. I'll do this, though. It's not because of anything. It's because there's a lot of, because nobody's opened these before. They're brand new. There's a lot of cotton dust coming off, lint coming off them. And that's what's making me cough. But I've done that. So, you know. Oh, that's brilliant. This is a quarter of a metre, this. Yeah. One, two, three, yeah. Moda fabric, I just think you just don't get fat quarters for £3.33, do you really? If you think about it. Oh, that's outrageous, look. Oh, Julie's message coming on the screen. Morning, John. I can read it. Thank you. Right. That's Julie here. Great to see you. And what a lovely bunch of fabrics. Oh, I thought you were going to say coconuts then. Excuse me. I'm going to get through this sanitizer today, aren't I, if I'm coughing. Ancelata, do you know what, Ancelata? We haven't heard from you in ages. How the devil are you? She says, morning, John. Love to see you. Cheryl says, quick good morning. Sorry I can't watch live again. I'll catch up. Oh, I've got to catch up with you yesterday's show as well. Just doesn't seem to be any time at all at the moment. Oh, I know. Oh, hang on. Harry Enfield did a character as a child. He had a sister, and one of the phrases was, Lulu, come to Harry. No, it wasn't that, because someone, what? That's Clive that's messaged that in. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so those are the jelly rolls. If you want the... I don't really want to say bargain, but if you want the bargain of the day, the jelly rolls and these are huge. £3.33 a fat quarter for Moda. Anyway, I'll move on. I don't think it's got anything to do with that. I think somebody's put the wrong price in the machine. Kat's tried to make excuses. Oh, we haven't been to Festival of Quilts this year. Oh, excuse me. Got nothing to do with that whatsoever. What I'm going to have to do is get the first fabric out and go and get my water from over there, because... Oh, yeah, mega bundle. Mega bundle! Excuse Now, look at this. I'm sure you just saw my head in the shot then, didn't you? Right, okay, so you get 16 different fabrics here, but you're only paying for 15. I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 fabrics. These are all the fabrics we have on offer by the half metre. Quarter of the mega bundles have gone already. Oh, I do apologise. There's a lot of lint coming off these fabrics. No, it's not. It's literally, there's cotton at the back of my throat. If I had honey, that would clag it all up. I'm with you. I'm fine. Imagine that arriving. £104.85. What are you going to make? I looked on the Moda website. Oh dear, excuse me. I looked on the Moda website last night. There were no quilts or anything they've made out of them. Oh, they did a white Dresden plate with it. Oh, I didn't see that. Oi, John. Jane with a Y here. Morning, lovely. You're fabulous, cheery on a bleak day. I do apologise. I've got threads down the back of my throat. What do you want to do, Jeremy? We're going to do them all by the half metre now. So you're going to get half a metre of all of the fabrics I'm about to show you in that mega bundle. No. Oh, do you want to do that now? Okay, you want a complimentary bundle? Complimentary meaning going with, not free. Now, these are not Moda. I must point out, these are Rose and Hubble. They are not. These are Rose and Hubble. Now, these are... oh, excuse me. I'll explain in a minute. Right. Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm just going to have to switch my microphone off again. Oh, I do apologise. I've gone all watery-eyed now. When I opened the jelly roll earlier, there was... Oh, you can see it all over me. I've got lint all over me. I've breathed in a whole thing of it. So I'm fine, don't worry. $16.99. These are Rose and Hubble. These are not Moda, just so you know. They complement the bundle beautifully, look, but they are a different fabric. They're a different weight. Beautiful, isn't it? Kat, have you ever thought about presenting? All right. That's it. Lulu, c'est moi. It was for a perfume ad in the 80s. I've got more water here, thank you, Elliot. But thank you anyway. I might need it refilling in a minute, but not out of the tap. Cacharel it was, apparently. Lulu, c'est moi. I know. I must have been in my mother's womb listening to that, mustn't I? A teaspoon of honey. Oh, Susan, it's not... I didn't have the cough earlier. It's literally since I've opened the fabrics and I've just inhaled a great big... Joanne, morning, Lulu, same one. Oh, there you go. It was a perfume ad. Thank you very much indeed. Right. Moda by the half meters now. So where should we start? Should we just... Will you follow me then? Now, I just need to say to you, this isn't as heavy as you think it's going to be, this one. It's a lovely weight. But it's between the poplin and craft cotton. Oh, excuse me. I wonder if it scratched my throat. I wonder if that's what's happened. Dressmaking, be gorgeous for dressmaking, quilting. Make a lovely skirt out of it if you wanted to. Yeah, it might be a bit busy for a blouse, says he. Marina's in. Marina's watching. Marina's upset because I was talking about her on my other show yesterday and I said, oh, Marina, she's the mad one, the artist, the mad one. She's not happy with me. Right. Isn't this gorgeous? 100% cotton, 44 inches wide. It's a what? Bit... do you think it looks a bit like Prue Leith? I don't think... No. Right, hang on. Good things happen on the back porch. Right, okay, what are you saying, Kat? Sorry. Okay. Okay, lots of people multi-buying because that's what you can do now, because obviously in the fat quarter and the jelly roll and in the design bundle, in the mega bundle, you only get half meter. And if you buy 2 mega bundles, they don't come joined together. This way, if you want to make a skirt, you can buy your 2.5 meters. If you want to make a blouse, you buy your 2.5 meters. Want to make a skirt or a dress? It's lovely. It's very fresh. And also, I know what you mean. A lot of people have been saying, oh, I've had enough of Christmas now. As in Christmas, I just talked to you. Christmas makes, instead of Christmas makes. Want to start making things for the spring now? Well, how perfect would this be for a spring make? Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Right up now, Kat's talking rubbish now. This does not scream a season to her, she says. Spring, summer. Spring, summer, not winter, spring, summer. An apron? No. You turned into little Paul overnight. Okay. Oh, no, I've just realised only $6.99. I thought it was $7.49. Right. Oh, my old boss bought me that. I hated that perfume. Oh, thanks, Gracie Lorraine. Lou says, morning, gorgeous. We're up early, being very busy. Oh, that's... Been here for hours, Lou. Anyway, here we go. This is the same fabric, but in a different colourway. It is white, pure white background. Oh, I apologise so much. I'll get Jane Greenoff to do a lot of the talking in the next hour. That's what it's done. It's just hit. Now they've gone out of order now. They've gone out of sync a little bit now. No, they're not. So I'll just put that one up first. Oh, no. I'm talking rubbish. Right, okay, look at that fabric, right? Right, look at that fabric. The next one coming up is that fabric. It's the same, just different background, okay? I'm not supposed to say this, but today's the last day if you want to order one of those from O&P Silver. Getting time for Christmas, yeah. Right, this is dots on white, red dots on white, Moda back porch. Now, lovely, isn't it? Beautiful. Polka dots, always very popular. Isn't it lovely? I'm going quickly because got so much to get through, and also you've already started buying these on the web anyway. You know, on the what's it called, pre-order thing. Now, isn't it funny? I thought this was a completely different fabric because you'd think on that one the dots would go round in circles, but they're random, aren't they? Oh, yeah, the red dot is slightly different to the back of the thing. Oh, it's snowing in Peterborough. I've got a drink, Jackie. It's all right. I've got my drink here, thank you. It's all the threads from this cotton, brand new cotton. I've got my water, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's only $6.99 for half a metre, 100% cotton, 44 inches wide, machine washable. Got two more in this colourway. Got two more in this pattern, not in this colourway. Pattern, yeah. Yeah, I've got dark blue on white. I think this is my favourite. A shirt out of it would drive the person opposite you crazy. Next. Yeah. Yeah, the tiny dot in this one's the pale blue, which the next one is the background of. Now that does shout apron, says Ancelata. It's lovely, isn't it? Beautiful. $6.99. What? I will do that later. We'll do that in Jane's hour. We've got something else to tell you about as well. Some of you will already know. Look. White dot on light blue. Oh, do you? Oh. Oh, Kat, have you got something to tell us? Okay, this is how the comment down my ear went, right? I mean, I thought Hannah talks a lot, but you know what I mean. Kat hasn't had a coffee yet, has she, today? You need something thicker than water to carry the lint out of your throat. What, gin? Oh, not milk. I don't drink milk. I need to go warm my car up with the snow on it. No, that's in, now the snow is that's in Suffolk. Long Melford. No, you don't live in Long Melford. I don't know where you live, Stuart, but it's somewhere within half an hour. Ipswich area, they've got snow. Oh, no. Anyway, the conversation went, or the one-sided conversation went, oh, that's lovely, isn't it? That would look lovely in a house. Wouldn't that look lovely in a baby's room? Just because babies are on my brain at the moment. What do you expect to think of that? And Kat is not expecting a baby. Kat is not pregnant. She wouldn't mind, but she's going to buy a house instead. She's nesting, ready for... Oh, no, but that was no good. You have to buy a different one if you're going to have a baby. How old are you? No, you need to buy a 2-bedroom now. Right. Ladybirds. What is it with you today, Kat? She just didn't take breath, right? She went, so if Kerry from Living in Loveliness is watching, she loves ladybirds. It's a loveliness of ladybirds, and all her lady followers are called ladybirds. All that without taking a breath. She'll shut up in a minute. Ladybugs, they're actually called ladybugs, these, not ladybirds. And is this true, right? Kat just said you can tell how old a ladybird is by the amount of spots on their wings, right? That's rubbish. How many? Well, if they got to like 20, there's not 20. Maybe they don't live that long. I don't know. Raining in Devon. Pineapple juice is good for coughs. It's going now. I can feel that the lint has moved now. I just need you to shift it. You know what I mean? Michelle says snow in Hawkins outside Folkestone. Loving the fabric. Ancelata's going to be a grandma for the first time. Oh, for the eighth time. And Glenys says hello, everyone. Hello, Glenys. Ladybugs, that's gorgeous. More ladybugs. I like... Oh! Now, again, isn't it funny, right? Look at this, right? They're the same fabric, but look how different they look in different colours. Because you don't see the... Where are we? On this one, you don't see the little... It's not a web, is it? There's a ladybird soon, but look. Yes, this is very much... we're not allowed to say that name, but it's on the high street, and they make aprons and bags and things like that. Princess says, I was always told that's a child about the ladybug's age. Really? Well, they can't live past 6 then, can they? Have you? And if it's the other way round, if it's a black one with red spots, apparently, this is Cat now and telling you, not anybody from Nature Watch, it's poisonous. They can bite as well, can't they, ladybirds? Oh, she's been wanting to do this because they're flying out today. Right. We're moving on now from ladybirds. I don't know what she's going to say about this one. I love the colour. The blue in the background of this is gorgeous. White dashes. White dashes. We have no information on dashes. Ladybird, ladybird, fly away home, Lowe's saying. And Carol saying it's grey and overcast in Tunbridge Wells. It's posh in Tunbridge Wells, isn't it? $6.99 for half metre, 100% cotton. Machine washable. Moda fabric. I remember, because these are selling by the half metre, you can have, if you want 2 metres, you have 2 metres. You have to put in 4 units for 2 metres because the unit on the web is half a metre. Got to go a bit faster. The jelly roll has almost sold out. The jelly roll has almost sold out. Here's dashes on white. Have they called it multi? Oh no, red and blue. Red and blue dashes on white. Now they're singing Dashing Through the Snow. Oh, next one's gorgeous. Ditzy Flowers is next. Well, Ditzy, small. I don't know what they've called it. Let's have a look. Baby's Breath. I think it might be the name of the flower, is it? Baby's Breath. Be interested to see what they say the next ones are. It's pretty, isn't it, that? Fabulous for quilt making because we've got different sizes. We've got dots, we've got lines, we've got ladybirds, got big flowers, little flowers, medium flowers. Busy flowers, calm flowers. Oh, that hasn't folded properly, is it, that one? Look, oh, no, just recently they have. The fabric's been coming folded all different ways just recently. This looks like the white picket fence around the house. Well, it's on the back porch, isn't it? That's what it is. Babies, is it snowing here now? No, we don't know. We haven't got a window. $6.99 for half a metre. Oh, now look at that. It does look like it has a direction. It has got a direct. Oh, no, it hasn't. Yeah, it's mainly that way up then. Every now. Baby's Breath is what? I said that, didn't I? It's what? Gypsophila or Gypsophilia. How have you? That's not Gypsophila though, is it? Gypsophila's that one they put in bridal. Lots of. Anyway. Yeah, it doesn't have a colour in the middle though, Gypsophila, does it? This is nice. Bold. That pretty. So we've got white daisies. White daisies on red. Okay, I've got all sorts coming. Jeremy's talking about Stone Roses albums now. Eggs, yeah, why? Hang on, do you eat eggs, John? Yes, there's cake in the fridge that I made yesterday. First of all, you never ever store cake in the fridge because it doesn't, yeah. Secondly, it'll have flour in it, won't it? Which has got gluten in. Has it got nuts in as well? Are you on tomorrow, John? You might have to sleep over and you snowed in. I am on tomorrow, June, but no, it's not going to be snowing. Mark's on tomorrow with me doing dressmaking and a waistcoat tomorrow. And Hayley's producing tomorrow, so anything could happen tomorrow. Baby's breath is also known as gypsophila, but that doesn't look like gypsophila. Thank you, Helen. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Next is this in a pale blue. I just think it may be not a good idea to buy that float. I think you're getting romantically, what's it? You need to find out what the offer is already on the table for it as well. $6.99. There's me giving cat advice now, like I'm a dad or something. What? Yes, yeah, definitely. Beautiful. Last one now. The last one's very fresh. Here we go. Look how, I think this is gorgeous, this one. Look. Blue daisies on white, that one's called. That's lovely, isn't it? But now that one, I would think more of a kitchen, kitchen things, that one. Not my kitchen, because my kitchen's red. The utensils and everything in my house are red and green. Right. Mega bundle. It's not very attractive now. It was lovely before, but look. Mega bundle, you get 8 meters in total, but you're only paying for 7.5. You're only paying for 7.5. You get half a meter for free if you buy that. £104.85. Right. Now, do you know what? This is where it would be ideal to have my mask in here. I've left my mask in the dressing room, but right, ready? Try not to talk while the jelly rolls out. It's about to sell out. The price is wrong. I can tell you distinct. How much has that shop got it for then? You know the one that had the Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, somebody somewhere, you don't get a 40-piece jelly roll for $31.99. Apparently, that's the price it is everywhere else as well. So it's not wrong. Somebody hasn't typed it in wrong. We've been told it's that price everywhere else. But that's way too affordable, isn't it, for 40 pieces? Feels wrong. Well, the fat quarters we've shown you. Right, let me show you very quickly. The fat quarters, these are for sale elsewhere this morning for £125. Ours aren't £125. Look, $99.99. Very, very popular collection. Right, okay, I need to move on. Excuse me. Jane Greenwood's up next. Jane Greenwood? Who's Jane Greenwood? Who's Jane Greenwood? Oh, yeah, now if you've bought any of the early bird, it's Jane Greenoff, obviously. Jane Greenwood. Oh, I went to college with Jane Greenwood. How funny. If this is the early bird, you get all of those ribbons. They come beautifully packaged. I've obviously opened them all out. $4.99. Aren't they lovely for $4.99? If you've already bought the Moda, they go lovely with it. You only pay 1p. Remember, if you buy 6 out of the 12 first days of December, you will get free P&P for the whole of January. Oh, here she comes, Jane Greenwood. I just called you Jane Greenwood for some reason. Oh, hang on, what's that? Oh, she's so good, Jane Greenoff, you know. Right, I'm going. We will see you in 3 minutes' time with some brand new pieces of cross-stitch, gorgeous things that Jane Greenoff's brought with her, and some lovely Christmas gift ideas if you haven't already done your Christmas shopping, which I know a lot of you haven't, and it's only 3 weeks today. We'll see you in 3 minutes from now.
We are moving home. From Monday the 7th of December, Sewing Street and Yarn Lane are moving to Freeview Channel 72. We'll still be on Sky Channel 670, YouTube and Facebook Live as normal. Keep your eyes peeled on our Facebook, Instagram and our email newsletter for more details. And if you watch us on Freeview, don't forget to tune into Freeview Channel 72 from 8 AM on Monday the 7th of December.
Hi, I'm Debbie Shaw, and as a professional sewer, I really know how important it is to use a high quality thread. Well, you think about it. You spend a lot of money on your sewing machine, you'll spend a lot of money on fabric, and you'll spend a lot of time sewing. So why let your thread let you down? I know a lot of our designers and customers prefer to use Aurifil thread. Now, this is a family business. It was established in 1983 and they're based just outside Milan in Italy. They produce superior quality threads for domestic and professional sewers alike, and they've achieved worldwide success with quilters, sewers, embroiderers and textile artists who all appreciate the versatility and the strength of these threads. It's all made from Egyptian cotton, which is grown just at the side of the River Nile, and Aurifil only use the long staple threads, which gives their thread that strength. Each one of these threads goes through 15 steps before it even gets onto a spool and then comes to you to use in your sewing projects. Now at Sewing Street, we've collaborated with Aurifil and we've brought you 2 collections of threads. So we have the Quilters collection, and these are exclusive to Sewing Street. We've done a lot of research with quilters, and these are the colours that you prefer to use. So we put a whole collection together for you. The second collection is the Essential collection. So this is for the homemakers, for the bag makers, for the craft sewers, for the dressmakers. And again, these have been proven to be the most popular colours that you're going to use. So if you want your projects to last longer and your seams to be stronger, invest in some quality thread.
Hello, I'm Jane Greenoff and I'm stood in the barn here at Pink's Barn in Gloucestershire, England, which is where I live with my husband, and I stitch. I think I stitch in my sleep. I've certainly been stitching for over 30 years now, and by stitching I'm talking about counted cross stitch or counted embroidery in general terms. I also collect old samplers, and I've got one to show you here. Now, this smashing, it was actually stitched in 1796 by a little girl of 8 or 9, and it's absolutely charming. So I collect antiques, I love to draw and create antiques for the future, and look forward to seeing you all on Sewing Street sometime in the future.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Jane Greenoff's here. She's frightened the life out of her then. She wasn't, because she doesn't have one of these, you see. So they were counting down, I was thinking on 10, 9, 8. Jane's muttering away to herself, and I suddenly start shouting. How lovely to see you. It's always a joy, and you look fabulous today.
Thank you, sweetie. That's very kind.
Well, no,
I have to do something with it. My hairdressing appointment's not till the 18th of December. I'm going to be tearing it out by then.
Oh, no, I'm having mine done on Monday.
Oh, well done.
What I did was before, because you have to now make your appointment on the internet. And while lockdown was still happening, I thought, I'll just go and see if they've opened it up. And they had opened it up, and Monday was the first day I was able to get, so that's quite good. But you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
So,
sweetheart.
now, You're not feeling very well today, are you?
Oh,
Can we say that?
I've got a back issue which I refuse to accept.
There you go. That's it. Out of. So if you see a kind of wincing a little bit.
If I suddenly squeal,
Yes.
it's not him. It's
Well, it can't be, can it?
No, because we're miles away.
Yeah. Right, you've brought so many gorgeous things with you
Yes,
today.
I put a box down somewhere.
Oh, which
don't
box are
worry,
you looking for?
it's all right. Don't worry.
All right.
Right.
What do you want to show us first?
Well, we were going to talk about this because it's absolutely brand spanking new.
Okay, and what is it?
Right. Well, I'm wearing one on my
Oh.
boob. I'm wearing one on my boob.
Don't say boob.
I've lost my.
Oh, is it? No, okay, so it's
Right.
got a magnet. Oh.
It's a magnet. So there's a magnet inside there. Look.
A maggot?
Yeah, a maggot inside there. And these have been drawn specially by a lovely Ethan Daniels. I've told you about
yes,
Ethan,
yeah,
our,
graphic
our
designer.
designer. And they've been etched onto this, which isn't ivory or bone.
Obviously.
It's pretending to be. And you can put it on your frame. And I've got needles on mine, look.
Oh, so it's a magnet.
For your needles. So it's a needle token. And what we've done, we've come together and we've made you, I'm going to spoil this horribly now. There we are. There's a little pair of scissors with a little tassel. There's 2 gold needles.
And it does come in a lovely box before she smashed it up.
Yes, I'm sorry about the lovely box. I will find it in a minute and
Okay.
show you. Yes, no, I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. So we're really pleased with these.
So hang on, you get all 3 of those things for $19.99.
Yes, that comes in a lovely packet. Now, the Guild has had needle tokens for some years. They're actually quite expensive to make.
Right.
And so we've dithered about doing it. Anyway, we decided we'd do one specially for you. And bless his heart, there's the pretty box it goes in.
And now these are totally and utterly exclusive to us, are they?
Yes.
You can't get them anywhere else at all?
No, it's not even on the Guild website, not nowhere.
Oh, okay then.
So, as I said, I'm wearing mine.
Of course.
Just
But the
put-
thing is, that shows how it's not heavy, because if it was
No.
heavy, it'd be pulling your blouse, wouldn't
Yeah,
it? And things
yes.
like that.
Isn't it smashing though?
It
don't
is
you?
brilliant. So now, could you put it on your cuff, do you think? If
Well,
you had
yes,
it on your cuff
well,
as well? You haven't got a cuff, but
I'll
but I'm
find
just
out.
thinking, like, you know, sometimes you have a pin cushion round your
Yes,
wrist. It'd be
yes,
quite good to have
absolutely.
there, wouldn't it?
Let's have a look. Right, I'm not sure how to do it.
You might have to get a friend to help. Bill.
It must be possible. Magnet's the wrong way up.
There you go. Oh, there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Perfect. Well, I just think of people who might want to put their pins
Yes, yeah, no,
on
absolutely.
their cuff like that.
So, I mean, I think they're lovely. I've always liked them, and because I always use gold-plated needles, and you know they're costly, and you want to look after them.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you've got your a frame or something to click it on, or as I said, I put mine on my jumper. And as I said, it comes with 2 gold needles,
Perfect.
so that makes it a very
well,
slightly better than a stocking present, actually,
Yes,
doesn't
exactly, exactly. Well, people aren't going to think that it was only $19.99, are they? Because if you get scissors, the magnet, and the 2 gold
it?
needles.
Yes, exactly. So isn't that nice?
Gorgeous and totally and utterly exclusive to Sewing Street. You can't buy it anywhere else at all,
You
not even
can't.
the Cross Stitch Guild.
Nope. And actually, when they're gone, they're gone.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Absolutely gone.
Oh, so how many have we got? How many have we got? Oh, right. Please be careful. They're flying out. Please be careful. They are flying out. Lots
I mean,
in
it's
baskets.
a very special treat. I mean, it's nice to think, you know, the Christmas thing with cross-stitching is a funny thing, you know, because lots of people say to me, why don't you do a Christmas book, one of those folded books, or do this, do that. But in Britain, we're not very Christmassy with our stitching.
Oh.
People do make cards
Yes.
and advent calendars, I think.
Yes.
Excuse me, I'm going to cough.
Oh, we all, see, it must be somebody. It must be in here, mustn't it? Yeah.
And oh, you were doing it earlier too, weren't you?
Yeah, because I unravelled that. Maybe it's because you're there. I opened the jelly roll and there was so much lint on it. It kind of, and then it wouldn't shift. But I'm all right now, thank you.
Yeah, good. Anyway, so I'm not always keen on Christmas items specifically because I think that they can, you know, unless you're going to put them out every year,
Yes.
it's a big issue, isn't it,
Yes.
really? In America, they make tree skirts that are embroidered.
Oh wow.
And of course, in Denmark and Holland, you'd hang up Christmas decorations, things for your greeting cards to hang on, you know, would be stitched.
Yes.
So we don't do very much of it in the UK, more now than we did.
Yes.
But I thought this was a lovely Christmassy treat for you.
Well, yeah, but you can use it all year round.
Of course
it's,
you
it's a
can.
Christmassy treat, but it's not.
It's not
Christmas.
yeah,
Yes.
it's not
you don't have to get it
sparkly.
out every year. Yeah. quarter of the stock has gone already, and there is so much. There's so many baskets. But I also know what you do with Jane Show is you put the things you like in your basket, because you don't know what else is coming up. I mean, it's all in pre-order. You can go and have a look on pre-order these days, but because we've got other exclusives coming up in both for hours as well. But everything's on pre-order. So if you want to have a quick look, if you can't hang around for the whole 2 hours that Jane's on, this hour and then the following hour, go and have a look on pre-order because you see it. Okay, so push that one to one side. Where are we going next then, Kat?
Right.
This. Yes,
splendid.
this, right?
Right.
This. So I've got this here. This, we've got exclusivity on this. I'm just trying to get it into shot for Jeremy. Isn't it lovely? Now, we have total and utter exclusivity of this until the 11th of December. Once the 11th of December's gone, it will be available at Cross Stitch Guild, I imagine. So, yeah.
I don't even know if it'll be on the site straight away, but yeah. I'm just opening one of the packets just to show you the colours.
Okay, so it comes available in both Ada and linen, depending on which one you want to do.
Absolutely.
So which one graphic are you bringing in first then? Ada graphics first. Now,
So this is
if
the
you don't
Ada
know the
version.
difference, I'll get Jane to explain what the difference is.
If you look on this envelope here, you can see the squares on the fabric, can't you?
Yes.
Whereas if you work on the linen version, there aren't any squares, and don't panic. It just means that when you stitch on this one...
Hang on a second, we haven't seen that. Yeah, there we go, there you go.
You count over 2 fabric threads.
Right.
Instead of over 1 box.
Yes. So we're doing the Ada one first. Now, I always ask this question, but just in case anyone hasn't... Do they both come out the same size
Exactly.
at the end? Yeah.
Exactly the same size. And both will look lovely.
Yes.
They don't come with the silk fabric. You might choose to frame this.
Right.
Or we suddenly decided we'd put a hangers in, you know, so you could put a...
Oh, yes, you've got a loop at the top, yes.
But that was just a change, really. The
Yes.
colour went so well with the silk we'd got. But I just wanted to show you this. I mean, I know I drew it.
Yes. But now, hang on, when you draw it, do you draw it like that in the squares, or do you draw a drawing and then convert it into the
I
squares?
can't draw unless there are squares.
Oh, okay, okay.
There's something in there that doesn't join.
Yes.
I mean, I was kicked out of art at school and needlework.
Yeah.
You know, waste of space, I was told. My mother was told it was wasting her money and my time.
No.
Yes, so that was that.
How, isn't it weird the way sometimes...
Life, you just don't know, do you?
No.
So in the pack, I'm just going to do this for you because I think this is brilliant. And I have to say that I didn't think of it. And that when I owned the Cross Stitch Guild, this didn't happen.
Oh?
So Andrea always puts the 2 charts in. So you get a colour one, if you like working on colour. Yes. And you get the black and white one if you prefer it.
Oh, okay.
Now, some people, I know, like to colour in where they've been.
Yes.
And on the wings here of the bird, you might well find that helpful because you've got lots of very similar colours. If we look at the original again,
yeah,
you can see all the colours on the wing.
Oh, yes, totally. So when you were in charge, did you get the black and white one or the colour one?
Usually the black and white one.
Okay.
And I mean, the facts are that most stitchers prefer black and white charts because if you've got a designer who uses a lot of similar colours, when they're colour charts, you often can't tell which is which green.
Yes.
And if you look at these colours...
Oh, yes, because your black and white one will tell you exactly which thread to
symbol,
use.
yes.
So each thread has a symbol,
Yes.
and each thread has the symbol on the card.
That's right.
Whereas if on the coloured one, you're just getting a coloured-in version.
There's colour and symbols.
Oh, colour and symbols.
But you might find it's personal choice.
Yeah, of course
Now,
it
you
is,
see,
yeah.
when I used to do books for David and Charles, the publishers, they wanted coloured charts because if you flick through a book, it looks full of colour. But often people would ring me up and say, well, we had people who are colourblind.
Mm. Well, little Paul's colourblind.
So,
I don't know why I'm pointing, he's not in today. But
so the colours come sorted. There's a free phone number on there.
Okay.
If the cat runs off with any of the threads.
Okay, so that's the Ada version. Let's put in the linen version if you want to buy the linen one. Exactly the same price, exactly the same everything, apart from you're counting the squares on the Ada and you're counting the threads on the linen.
And you can see the colours are very similar.
Yeah.
And you've got a wrap needle in both, and you've got a full set of destructions, which I've just not shown you.
Okay, so now this is an interesting question because I used to ask this as well. If you're a beginner,
Yes.
which one would you recommend?
I learnt to stitch on linen
Yes.
first because that's what I had. And that's what the girl who was teaching me
Yeah.
gave me. I think it's true to say that Ada's probably easier.
But Ada, you're counting
The boxes.
the boxes.
And if you're not very experienced and you're learning to count first, because after all, I did have a phone call from a lady. She was actually an extraordinary woman. Olive, her name was. And she said, I don't understand it, dear.
Yep.
I've ironed it wet and I've ironed it dry and the pattern doesn't come off.
Oh, no.
She was thinking of transfers.
Transfers.
And I said, well, no, you counted, Olive, you know. And she said, well, I think it's disgraceful. Anyway, I taught her on the phone.
How to do
And
it.
then, of course, she was completely hooked.
Of course, of course. So the thing is, the Ada one might be easier, but if you're planning on doing linen ones, then start on the linen
Yes,
one.
have a
because-
go,
yeah.
have a go. These are the instructions that you get with our wonderful Ethan's diagrams.
Uh-huh.
And loads of... This is not what you'd necessarily see in a cross-stitch book. These are just things that I've learned over the centuries that I've been doing it now. The tips and hints that I think are useful are there. And when I sent this off to our lovely Ethan, he just said, there's quite a lot to get on a page, isn't there?
Oh.
Anyway, he did it. I mean,
Yes.
he said, there's nothing I want to
That's
take
his job.
out. That's his job, exactly.
That's what you're paying for. Anyway, so that's what that makes this. I'll show you on mine. That kit is this, and it is beautiful. Now, I wouldn't suggest maybe that this is a beginner.
It's not a first project.
It's not a first project, is it? This
Well,
one.
it could be done as a first project. I've seen some first projects done by people who I think must have been batty to attempt them. But I think I'd probably stitch from a chart first on
Yes.
something else.
Yeah.
Only because you've got a lot of colour changes.
Yes.
You know, it's not very blocky. You've got
Well,
a lot
and
of
also it's
shade
getting your
changing.
tension right and
Yes,
everything like
all
that.
those
isn't it?
things I think are relevant, really.
Beautiful. Okay, so that's the. Oh, I've got. There's a question. Glasses. Oh,
Glasses.
I hate getting old too. Jane, my sewing teacher told me I'd be no good at sewing too. Wish I could meet her now to tell her so. Oh, Jackie.
Absolutely agree with you. My needlework teacher was called Mrs. Holiday. And I can remember I sat there for 2 lessons, so that's 2 afternoons, hemming a circular skirt with putting the pins in.
Yeah.
And then we went to half term. She said, right, Jane, you have to take them all out now because they'll get rusty over half term. And she knew that I was going to, you know, we didn't like each other.
Oh no, it's
We didn't
awful,
like
isn't it?
each
When you
other.
know you meet somebody, you know
It's
that
not
that's
gonna work
no,
out, is it?
No, exactly. Janet says, "Morning, John and Jane. Jane, I love your shows. Thank you for that." Right. Okay. So what are we moving on to now then, Kat? Which one? Cat box next, please.
Right. The story of the box. Let me find some needles. So this is a history of these, I'll tell you.
Uh-huh.
This cat has a magnet in her bottom.
Oh,
And these boxes are made for the same people that make the tokens
right.
and are going to make the little magnetic needle holders. Now, some of you will remember those from previous programmes.
Yes.
So the cat, originally we had a cat like this as a needle holder, but it presented issues in the factory, so we had to discontinue that one. But this is a box. It's got a felt bottom.
With what?
A felt bottom,
Oh, very good.
so that it doesn't scratch anything. And
could
as
make a
said,
joke there, but I
yes,
won't.
you could. It'd probably better if you didn't. And that just sits there. So when you're stitching away, you can just, whoops,
Oh,
you can just, I'm going to say, just throw your needles on.
yeah. So it's only the bottom that's magnetic, so you can
Just
keep
the cat.
things in. Yeah, the bottom of the cat, I
Yes,
imagine, not
yes,
the felt
yes.
bottom.
Oh,
So
I
you
can't pick it
keep
up.
things
Fish.
inside it.
Yes, so you could have your thimble in there, couldn't you?
Exactly.
Again, I think it's the sort of thing that you make a lovely present for someone who's a stitcher. If you're not sure whether they're going to understand, it's quite useful to put one needle on it in case
Yes.
they think you've sent them an ornament.
Oh yes.
Do you know what I mean? Because
Yes,
they won't
yes, yes.
realise. But aren't they lovely? Now they're made of the same stuff as these.
Is it some sort of resin?
It's resin, yes. And then they're stained to look like mahogany or walnut or something. And I just think they're lovely.
Beautiful, isn't it?
So this is the cat box,
Yeah.
which is
Oh,
just
just move it.
delicious. Did I just move him?
Yes,
Sorry,
no,
everybody.
that's it, perfect there.
There.
That's it, lovely.
He's going to watch what we're doing.
1999, Cat loves his face.
I think he's just lovely. Like an
And are they
Egyptian
made to your design, or
Yes.
are they ones? Yes.
Yes, every single one of the. Is that true? Let me. Not true. There's one of the mini magnetic things that was designed already for another project.
Okay.
That was the little hedgehog that lies on his back. I don't know whether we're going to use him today or not,
No.
but on another occasion we'll have him. All the rest, I sort of say what I want. I don't craft the shape.
No.
I'm not a sculptor.
No.
But they have a lady who makes things for them
Fantastic.
to mould.
Yes,
To make the
yes.
moulds.
It's another
he's
art,
lovely,
isn't
isn't
it?
he?
Another craft. That
Isn't he
limited already on that one. People multiple buying, multiple purchases on that. £19.99.
Smashing present for someone. isn't
Gorgeous. Right, next. Christmas trimmings next, which are
Right.
Now we've got 3 sets of these.
We
haven't
have, and
Which
we're
set
going to confuse you
are we
now.
going to go first then? Kat? Victorian first, please.
So those are
that's
yours.
what I've got here. Right, here we go.
So this little shape you'll be familiar with from when we've done scissor keepers.
Yes.
It's my Watbow shape. So it's a little 3-sided piece. You work on one piece of fabric, making 3 squares, and then I show you how to fold it to get this effect. It's very
And now-
sweet.
Excuse me asking, but for £9.99 do I get both of those?
Yes. And you can make one in an evening. I
You
know
make
you
one
can
in the
because I
They're
did.
cute.
Aren't they sweet? So they can go on a Christmas tree
Yeah.
or as a gift tag. I just think they're smashing. And they come.
Beautiful. Now, these supposed to say Victorian, but it says Victoria. Christmas trimming kits, £9.99. So what is it on? Tell me all about it.
Right, so all of these, I've got four more to look at in
Yes.
a minute. They're worked on linen,
Right.
and you work, as I said, you do counter cross stitch on the 3 sides, and then you fold it and stitch it up. Use a sharp needle to stitch it all up.
Do you want to open up one? Do one of the Victorian ones that I've got here.
Yes, sure. This is this one.
Okay.
So this would be a nice one to show. Now, I've said before, these are,
Oh, yes.
you know what fun we have getting these open, but bear with me. I might snuffle a pair of scissors,
Yeah, there's
actually.
several pairs. They're pink in the pink purple. So
That would
they're
be
left-handed, I think.
I'll manage. Here we go.
Oh.
Oops. I don't want to cut the fabric as well.
Oh, no.
There we go. So, if I show you these, everybody, I mean, I think they're just smashing fun. So here's your...
I like Jane's quiet sense of revenge. My teachers didn't like me either, says Claire.
Do you know, when I launched my little website, which is a separate thing altogether...
Oh, yes.
I launched it the day before my 70th birthday because it seemed a good idea at the time. And I wrote in there about my constant disappointment of my father.
Oh.
Because he wanted he wanted a boy or at least a clever girl.
Oh, no. I just read a couple of these, actually. Think I might be one of those batty people that chose the more difficult to start with.
Well done.
Variegated threads, beads and gold thread. June, that was Ellen.
Heavens.
June says, I love John and Jane on together. I love all the things that Jane brings and doesn't she always look so elegant? If only you knew. If only you knew.
If you'd seen me get out of the car when I got here this
and the
morning.
language, it's blue
Oh
normally.
dear, shocking.
Lo says, I've got the cat one as well as many others. I love them all.
Oh, bless you.
And then Naomi says, my sewing... I don't know if I can read this out, Naomi. My sewing teacher was a cow as well. anyway, let's see
Sewing
what you
teachers
get.
are having a rough press today, aren't they? I think it was just a bit hard, actually.
But do they exist
looking
anymore?
back.
I don't think they do sewing in school anymore, do
No. Well, they sometimes do as part of something else.
they? Yes, yeah.
I mean,
But
I
not-
used to do cross stitch in the junior school when my children were young, and I did it at lunchtime stitch club, and I had mostly boys.
Oh,
And they
wow.
were really good stitchers,
Yeah.
and they would do their initial or something special. And then the maths teacher said, would I help her? And we did it in a maths lesson. So they worked out percentages of green
Oh.
and surface area coverage and all sorts, so you can disguise
oh,
it
yes,
if
yes.
you've got a teacher that wants to do it.
Yes.
Anyway, there's the shape you're going to stitch when you're doing a watt bow.
Right.
Any watt bow would be like
And
that.
you sew them as one piece, don't
One
you? Don't sew them
piece.
separately.
Well, you do. I have to say that when I came home from Cambodia with my little three-sided key ring, actually,
Yeah.
that I bought at the cross-stitch market in Siem Reap, I'd spent quite a lot of time standing there going, right, okay, it's got 1, 2, 3, 1, like that. Eventually realised it was 3, and at the first one I made 3 squares.
Oh.
And then I realised as I joined them all up, it wasn't necessary.
Yes.
So you work 3, like that, and then the folding, there is a picture, which I can find. Da-da-da. There.
Oh, I saw you go through it. It's not here.
Yeah, it is. There you are. And there's a picture here of how the folding's done.
Perfect. Oh, that's a cute. I've not seen that one before.
So I mean, it's they're well, as I said, you can stitch and finish it in an evening.
Yes,
I know you can. So they're great fun.
Kirsty says, my sewing teacher was lovely. She really encouraged me. Thank you, Mrs. Price. She was a total inspiration.
Well,
there we go.
good
So we
for Mrs.
balanced
Price.
it now.
Well done, that
Well
girl.
done, Mrs. Price. Right, okay, so that's Victorian. Which one next then, Kat? Flower and rose next, please.
Right. So we have got, this is the Christmas rose
Lovely.
and the red flower.
$9.99 again. Now, they don't. These ones definitely need to be Christmassy, don't they? Because they've got the wreath, but they don't look.
Well, that you could certainly, doesn't have to be. It could go on a key, couldn't it?
No, exactly. And I love having things hanging off my door handles.
Door
and
handles,
things like
yes,
that.
on
And like my
keys.
wardrobe
On
keys.
keys,
Yes,
yeah, I
and
do
things
too.
like that. Lovely.
And they've got a few beads in these,
Right.
and obviously they come in the pack.
Kat saying, what have you put inside it, and could you put lavender in them?
There's no reason why you couldn't. I think it would be a good idea to put a bit of stuffing in. The secret of these is to stuff them well.
Right.
You know, when you join them up, what you're going to do is just leave a little space to put some in, and I'd use something like these scissors to poke in.
Right.
And then certainly you could put some lavender in. You want a bit of weight if you're going to hang them,
Right.
so that they do.
Yes.
Yes. And I mean, I've done things recently with dry rice in, just to make a heavy one.
Yes.
you know.
Yes. Yes. Be careful with rice, though, because you get weevils, don't you, over the years. That's what they say.
Do you think you get it in a pincushion that's very old?
Oh, no, not a pincushion. Think of the weevils.
Stab.
Yeah. You don't want weevils in there, do you? So that one is called it's called Christmas Trimmings Flower and Rose. But you could have those out all year long if you wanted to. Could you just pull it down towards you a bit more? Sorry, Joe. Just pull those two down towards you so we can just get a shot of
How's
those.
that?
Keep going.
Keep going.
Perfect. There you go. There they are. I think I love the green in there. That green is such a beautiful
It's a good
tone,
green.
isn't it?
And we used it in the others as well. So the next set is the holly and the Christmas tree, which obviously are more Christmas.
Okay, let's have a look at the holly and the Christmas tree one.
So there's a crimpy tree there.
Marina says, my daughter teaches at a special school and they have a very popular sewing club. They're making pyjamas at the moment.
Wow, well done them.
And then Lo says, my mum taught me, so when I went to school, we had to make a school skirt. I did it in the first lesson. My teacher gave me the ruler. Oh, and I was made to unpick it for being too quickly. Oh dear, that's not very nice, is it?
Well.
Mind you, she went to school in Victorian times, so it's a bit different, wasn't it? Right, so let's look at the next one then.
So there's the holly, look.
Oh, gorgeous.
And there's a little Christmas tree again with some beads on.
So now, do the beads come in the thing, or did you add those to embellish it afterwards? Do the beads come in? Did you say there were beads on it?
Yes, they're in there.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, in there.
Gorgeous.
Yes, and you've got the extra thread. You know, here, we've got the extra bundle. This is for making your twisted cords and your tassels.
Oh, brilliant.
And of course, you can, when you've stitched it, what I'd do is I'd use some of the old threads for the tassel.
Yes.
And keep the long one for making the cord.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Lovely.
Makes sense? And
Yeah,
again, you've got a
perfect.
coloured chart and all the instructions are in there.
Okay, I've got a message from Ellen. Oh, where's it? It's coming on the screen today. Oh, it is, right.
There you
My
go.
first cross stitch was a little sewing box house. This was my pandemic project. I love all of Jane's work and her wonderful personality, from Ellen. Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you, Ellen, very much. It's very sweet. It's lovely
me.
of you all to get in touch. It's, you know, it's nice to know we're talking to somebody.
Oh,
isn't
yes,
it?
no, they love you, absolutely love your shows. Right, Teresa says, my teacher, Mrs. Burrows, wanted to pay for my GCSE exam, but my parents refused. They were too proud, but I never stopped sewing. Oh, Teresa, isn't it funny? My mum and dad were like that. Wouldn't take, they thought it was charity and they didn't want...
Didn't want to... No. Isn't it funny?
Isn't it? Very odd. Oh, we've had a message from Joan, very quickly. Here we go. Joan says, my junior school sewing teacher was strict, but started me on my sewing journey. And now I'm 72 and still love all kinds of sewing, from Joan. Oh, Joan in West
Well done,
Midlands,
Joan.
thank you.
Well done.
Oh, that's lovely. Right, where would you like to go to next then?
Whoops.
The whale magnet, please.
Now, he's just smashing.
I don't like these shows when I'm all the way over here.
I know.
I like to be there with you.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, no.
I'm sort of having a cuddle, but we're not allowed to.
No cuddles, no nothing. Right, sorry, go on. So the whale, now this is the same as the cat,
Yeah,
but it's
look.
not on a box, it's just your magnetic thing.
Isn't he just lovely? So I've got 13 of these different lined up on my shelf, you know.
Yeah.
And when I set up a basket with a project in it, there'll be one of those in with my needles in.
Yeah.
And then waiting for me to start. And again, they're
Fantastic.
made of... And do you know where they're made?
That's just what I was going to ask you earlier, and then I thought, oh, is this the one? I can't remember. Where are they made?
Cirencester.
Cirencester.
In Gloucestershire.
Because you'd
So
expect,
there.
because when I asked the question earlier, I was like, I'm sure these are made locally. And then I thought, oh, no,
They
I've
might
got
be
that wrong.
made
But I
in
didn't want to
China.
say to you, are these ones made locally? And you go, no, John, they're shipped in or whatever.
No, they're made
But
locally.
how lovely to be able to buy something locally
Isn't
made
it
in
nice?
Cirencester. Really
All
lovely.
the time that I've had the businesses, from the days when we did our Inglestone collection, which was the original cross-stitch company, and then the Cross-Stitch Guild, I've loved to buy locally. Partly because I love to buy locally, and
Yes.
partly because if something goes wrong, you can go and bang on the table, can't you?
I just
So-
think as well this year, of all years,
Yeah, absolutely.
to help everybody, we should all be buying
absolutely.
locally. Yeah.
Yes, and I mean, even though the Cross-Stitch Guild moved 3 years ago, nearly 4 years ago now, up to Warrington, same printers used for the magazine
Yeah.
and all the flyers and all the printing the charts for us and everything, same people,
Oh.
first name terms. And I first went there when Ruth owned it, and it was a Core Quick Printing. There's lots of other printers out there.
Yeah.
It was a Core Quick Printing, and I went there, and she was the only person of all the places I'd been who would photocopy my graph paper, which I worked on then.
Yes.
And now her son took it over, and then he sold it, and the guy who's got it now, Piers, has two businesses, and of course digital printing has changed everything, hasn't it?
Yes, of course it has,
completely. But aren't they fun?
Gorgeous. Right, the whale is £9.99. The whale is £9.99. There he is. Gorgeous detailing. Lovely. £9 and £9. Lots of detailing on there, which maybe you won't be able to see on the telly.
Yes, you can't really see. He's got his mouth open, and he's got sort of etchings and decorations. We used to do this in a sort of scrimshaw finish, where you could see all the little drawings on the creatures, but they used to mark dreadfully. So in the end, it was decided that we'd stick to just the brown ones.
Yeah.
So they're faux mahogany, but not wood.
Jill says, I was banned from the sewing room and the kitchen at school and sent to typing classes instead. I had a career in administration, but I love sewing now. And Claire says, the problem with school is they don't see practical skills like sewing as having any use. Then what happens? Surgeons have to teach newcomers how to hand sew. Exactly. I read that. I listened to that on the radio as well. There's another message coming across the screen here. From Frankie. Is it Frankie Goes to Hollywood? Jane's projects, books and inspiration have been my sanity savers. From the
you.
Guild's Little Projects and now the Oriental Stalk to look forward to. And that's from Frankie in Norfolk.
Well
Aw.
done, Frankie.
I think a lot of
Stitching has
people-
been during lockdown. I mean, you know, we're not to go on about it all the time, are we? But the fact remains that the numbers of correspondence and emails we've all had in the Guild and me at home, and slow stitching is sanity. It's absolutely exciting.
Totally. Well, it just takes your mind off everything. Even if you're not directly involved in it, just at home and everything, it's not.
Yes.
I mean,
Your
at
head
me,
goes
I
freely.
like to think I'm one of the most positive people, but
Yes.
even
Yes,
you know
you can
me,
get-
it kind of brought me down as well. Anyway, we're not going to go there because we've got a picture to show you.
Oh,
From Daisy.
oh, smashing.
Just finished Jane's floury chicken.
I
bought
love that
both
floury
chickens,
chicken.
brilliant kits, and so easy to follow from Daisy.
Well, there you are. I love those. That was all inspired by my husband and I going to Key West.
Oh, really?
Coming out of our cottage where we were renting, we came out of our cottage and there was a large Rhode Island red cockerel in the middle of my front path. And I went,
Aw.
morning. Wonder where you've come from. I sort of looked around, expecting somebody to be looking for him.
Yeah.
And then within 2 days we realised they run wild all around Key West.
Wow.
Because they were brought in for cockfighting with the sugar plantation.
Yes.
Way
way back. Yeah.
And when it was banned, the chickens were all let out.
Of course.
Assumption being that they would just die out.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't.
No.
It's a criminal offence to damage a cockerel.
Oh.
If you run one over, it's very serious.
The thing is, they're not the brightest, are they? They're sometimes just
They
running
use
in front
zebra
of your car.
crossings.
Oh.
I've watched them going over zebra crossings. Quite extraordinary.
No.
Quite extraordinary. Anyway, so I did the floury chicken, was a bit of an accident. I did the Rhode Island red one. The lady, was it Jean?
Daisy.
Sorry, Daisy. Daisy'd done the floury one. I did the Rhode Island red because of the seeing them there. I took a picture of this bird, and I'd swear he just went.
Yeah.
You know, he gave me his best side as my camera came out.
Yeah.
And but the cockerel, the flowery one is because my daughter bought me a metal chicken from my chicken collection,
Okay.
covered in flowers.
Right.
So that's how that.
I've
happened.
got 2 chickens, metal chickens, in my garden, yeah. Now, if you go to the website, type in chicken, you will see we've got a couple of them still available on the website. Oh, hang on. Here we go. We're just finding it for you. There they are. Can you see? Oh, there you go. There they are. There they are.
There you are. There's the
They're
flowery
very,
one.
very limited, as you can see, but they're available if you want them. Right. Hang on. The cat box, trinket box with the magnet on is very, very, very limited now. We've still got quite a bit to show you on the table, so I'll go through that in a minute. I've got a lovely sampler, I've got needles, I've got scissors, and I've got 2 of Jane's books still to show you. So don't worry, we're not shortchanging you of anything. £19.99.
Isn't he lovely?
Single figures now. Single
Right.
figures.
Well, he's lovely.
And when he's gone, he's gone. Yeah.
Yes, and when you've got him, just dust him with a clean duster. Don't use any spray polish. Just,
Yeah.
And if you've got a mark on it, a little black magic marker or a felt tip pen.
Yeah, just to fill it in.
Just touch it.
I'm just trying to envisage you dusting now, and it doesn't. Some reason it doesn't compute.
I do say that if you could date dust, it's time you did something about it. I have to tell you that recently, in fact, since I saw you last, we've had the Rayburn taken out of our kitchen and a new one put in.
I've seen a picture of it because you put it on Insta or something like that.
That's right, yes. And I cannot tell you about the dust because they had to, although there was a flue going out, it was in the wrong side, of course. So there had to be another flue. And we're in a barn, and what's inside the walls is dry stone.
Oh, of course.
So as you make a hole, it fills up.
Oh.
The dust, I can't tell you how bad it was. I left it
We have to.
till they're gone.
Yeah.
And then I tackled it, yes.
And you're still finding it now?
Not now.
Oh, right.
Not now. We're just about. But I mean, we could see daylight through the wall, and it was perishing.
Oh.
Anyway,
got your lovely new
Done
range now. Right, okay, let's go to that. Is it a sampler I can see there on your
yes,
desk?
I haven't got the workpiece with me, team.
Okay.
For which I apologise.
Well, we can talk about this one.
This was really inspired by a visit to Amsterdam my husband and I had some years ago, and also the fact that the first sampler I ever saw, the first kit for an old sampler that I ever saw was the girl who taught me, Jane Wallace, and she was working a Dutch sampler, not dissimilar to this, with the ship on, and the peacock and the bird in a cage. So
Can we go in closer, Jeremy? Is that possible?
There you go. Look.
Could you just take it to your right a tiny
so it's
bit,
almost.
There you go. That's it.
Ooh, there you go. I'll put it straight, like so. Yes. Now the alphabet on this is done in what we call Algerian eye stitch. So
In what?
Algerian eye.
Oh yes.
And it's an eyelet stitch that takes up the room of 4 cross stitches.
Right.
And I can show you, I've got some fabric
Oh,
here
yes,
in it.
please. Yes, please.
And the rest of it's pure cross stitch, and I love it. Just makes me smile.
Okay, Sharon. The sewing teachers are not getting good what's it
I'm
today.
so sorry, everybody.
Sharon said, my sewing teacher was awful. Then I left school, went to hairdressing college, and had her sister as my tutor at the hairdressing college. Carol says, good morning. And Laurie says, it's now snowing in Suffolk. Love watching Jane and John together. I love Jane's stories. They're fascinating, aren't they? Absolutely fascinating. Right, okay, so that comes in. What have you got in at the moment? You've got Lynn in the moment, but it also comes in Ada as well.
Yes,
though,
you
doesn't
can
it?
work this on either, and they'll be exactly the same size, whichever you do.
Okay.
The Algerian eye
Yes.
probably looks slightly better on the linen if one was being picky.
Okay, so just explain to me what an Algerian eye is then.
Well,
Is
I'll
that
tell you what
possible?
I'll do. I'm going to snaffle this book
Oh, okay.
and
'Cause you
find
can't remember how to do it. Is that
No,
the
no,
problem?
no. I probably can remember how to do it, but I just wonder if it's...
Okay, so the book that Jane's picked up, just so you know.
That's the stitch I'm going to make.
Right. Oh, hang on.
Ooh, there.
Perfect.
That's the stitch, the Algerian eye.
Right.
So you make a stitch that's going to go round the clock face, left or right.
Yeah.
Always try and do them whichever way you choose. Do them the same.
Yeah.
And what you're going to do, I'll just grab this.
Okay, that's the book there, £12.99. It's called the Stitch Book, 4th edition, signed by Jane. It's Jane's own book, and it's sold a gazillion copies around the
yes.
world in 300 languages. And she's the Jackie Collins of Stitch World.
If only, hey, if only. Right, I'm just bringing this out here. So an Algerian eye stitch would be done where you always go down the middle of the stitch.
Okay, hang on now. Let's see. How can we show this? Jeremy, where's your camera? There, perfect. Don't move it from there, Jane. That'd be perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to go... I might get this right at this
Okay.
distance, I might not. Then I pull. The idea being that you're going to get a hole in the middle,
Right.
not at the edges. So when I come up here, bear with me, I'm going to give it a little pull. So this is a pulled stitch, and we do have a joke at the Cross Stitch Guild.
Yeah.
About-
Just the one. Oh, hang on. Just need to push it forward a little
Sorry.
second first. That's it. No, perfect.
And that is that cross stitchers can't pull,
Uh,
but actually they can if they're taught to. I'm probably not counting this correctly because I'm so vain I haven't got my glasses with me.
oh, no, do I borrow mine? Oh, no, you're not allowed to touch the mine.
No.
Your nails look lovely, though.
Do you see how I'm going down the middle each time?
Yeah.
This is not counted correctly. Whoops.
Oh,
So it does happen to us all.
yeah.
Come here, you brute. There we go. Down the middle again. I'm making a pig's ear of this, actually.
Oh,
Sorry, pig.
that's all right.
Can you see what I'm trying to do, anyway?
Let's come and have a look at that, Jeremy.
So if I was counting this correctly,
Yes.
and actually you can do all sorts of different eyelets in the same way, star-shaped ones, but you can see here it's counted over 2 and it's numbered,
Yeah.
and you should be able to see through the hole in the middle when you come to actually finish it. And the trick with the Algerian eye, and certainly with this alphabet, would be just make sure the thread that's going away from the stitch doesn't go behind the hole,
Right.
because you want the hole there.
Yeah, of course.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, Helen said she stitched that piece on Ada, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, no reason why not, my love. Absolutely not. And it's because it's pure cross stitch. There's hardly any back stitch. I think it's about 3 stitches a back stitch. So it's a very pleasant one to work because as you finish each little pattern, you have finished it.
Yes.
You don't have to
Can
go
you
back
just take
out,
out the
mate.
book graphics? Oh, hang on. Can we go and have a look at the Jeremy? No. I
No.
need to look at the sampler. That's it. Brilliant. There you go. I just want to see what you get for your money. That's the Ada one that's in there at the moment.
And if I bring the other one over, you see we've got the pre-sorted threads again, look.
Yeah.
This is really about it's partly to help you,
Yeah.
in that if you looked at those 3 colours, for instance, if they were in a hank, it would be quite difficult to know which was which. And the other thing that used to happen before we did this was you get a phone call to say, I'm missing 2 of the greens, and you'd find they were all in the same hole because they were very similar.
Oh,
This
yes.
way, we can't miss a thread because
Yes.
they're numbered.
Yeah, perfect.
So when the threads are done, we can see.
Because can we just look at the pattern of the actual that's on?
I'm
So you've
going
got
to
an
get it.
alphabet.
Yeah, I'm going to get
Oh, you're going to get it out.
I'm going to get this one out. This is the Ada one.
Last time you left such a mess. There were bags open everywhere, threads.
I did leave a
needles.
terrible mess. I did come back later and try and sort it out a bit.
I just think this is worth looking at because the actual pattern on it is
Oh,
beautiful.
they're just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think that when I started doing this, I designed in symbols.
Yeah.
So I drew like this. So let's make some room here. I would draw things like this.
Yeah.
And I still to this day don't know how I knew what they were going to look like. Because, you know, there was no colour involved.
Of course.
Look at that chart.
Yeah.
So you can see here, there's a cross stitch on the top of the chicken.
Yes.
And the Algerian eye stitch is the size of 4 of them.
Yes.
Yes? But you see, it's really not difficult. And you know, I sometimes say whether it's a first or a second project, there would be no reason why you couldn't do this as a first project.
How big does the finished piece come out? Because the charts are always a bit, not misleading. 'Cause you look at the
No,
chart and you
no.
think, oh, it's enormous. But actually...
Yeah, it's 21 by 6 inches.
Okay, nice.
So
size
it's a
then.
nice, you know, nice size. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't got it with me.
No, don't worry at all.
But these are classic Dutch motifs and Dutch samplers. I mean, there are lots of them, and they were very, very beautifully done.
Oh, Princess says, I know Jane's explained this before, but can she remind me, please, what's the difference between cross-stitch and embroidery?
Right, well, cross-stitch is embroidery. I can remember being absolutely livid when a poor lady came up to me at a show in London in tears because she'd been on another stand, it'll remain nameless, and they said, your cross-stitch isn't really embroidery.
But why, I don't understand why they can even say that, because it's taking
Embroidery,
thread through...
yes. I mean, you can embroider a story.
Yes.
So embroidery is embellishment, isn't it?
Yes.
So, you know, anyway, that was why the cross-stitch girl was formed, because I was so cross. So with embroidery, you're either working with a sharp needle on a fabric that is very dense. Even if it's fine, there are no holes in it, and
Yeah.
you're piercing the fabric. And you're either working freehand completely, making flowers or whatever it is you do, which I can't do, or you've got an iron-on transfer, or the fabric's been pre-printed for you.
Yes.
With counted cross-stitch, which is its proper name, none of us say that, you're working, there's nothing on the fabric.
No.
So there's the fabric.
Which is why when Olive rang you, she was so upset there was no...
She genuinely thought I'd forgotten something.
Because you can get, I shouldn't, you know,
Yes.
other cross stitches available where the picture is already printed on the...
I have to say that I have an allergy to these things.
Right.
Now, it's not just because I don't do them, because I could, but by definition, they're stamped or printed.
Yes.
So the crosses aren't necessarily in the right place.
No.
And when you've embroidered it, often the cross stitches don't touch. I mean, you can get hand-painted pieces that are, you know, certainly in America, I used to see hand-painted canvases for tent stitch, you know, for tapestry work.
Yes.
And they were fabulous because they would make sure that that stitch was yellow and that stitch
I
was
know,
green.
but the work that must have gone into painting
yes,
it.
Yes, absolutely.
But you're right,
And
it's
the
like
cost.
when you buy printed gingham,
Yes.
there's nothing to say that that straight line is actually on the straight of
No,
grain, so you
no.
can't follow, and then
No.
you cut it and it's all slightly out.
Absolutely.
So it'd be the same thing if you stamp a picture. There's nothing to say that day that the linen or the Ada wasn't
Was
put
in the
into the
right
fabric,
place.
or that it just slipped,
That's
or the
right.
paint had moved, or whatever.
These fabrics that we use, all of these that we're talking about today come from Zweigart and Zawitsky,
Yeah.
and they make 100 metres at least 100 metres of anything before they would even set the machine up. And the warp and the weft are absolutely straight.
Yes.
And they have inspections to make sure they are. And so when you stitch on either of these fabrics to do the Dutch sampler, if you follow the pattern, your design will be true.
Yes.
It's why I hate it when people, they're so disappointed if they bought very cheap fabrics. I know that years ago there was a stand at one of the shows and she was selling a metre of white Ada for a tenner.
Right.
And it was absolute rubbish.
But also, if you spent days and weeks and weeks and years printing up a beautiful thing, and it's all a little
stitching
bit
it beautifully, and then it doesn't work. I can't bear it.
Oh.
And your time, you know, it's when you're giving time to something.
But also, you're doing it for the joy of it.
Absolutely.
And how disappointing that when you finish it, that it's not.
I can remember showing something that I'd stitched to a young man who said, "Oh, couldn't you get a machine to do that?" I said, "You said he could."
Yeah.
And didn't bother to go any further.
No, we just got banished from the room.
But if you look at the colours here, look.
Beautiful colours.
Aren't they nice? I'm actually going goosey, look.
Oh.
Ridiculous. But you can imagine that if you were pre-sorted, if they weren't pre-sorted, you would find some of those quite challenging to sort out. And of course, you know, I work on the assumption probably that a lot of you come home from work and get the tea ready, whether you're a boy or a girl, and then you sit down to your stitching, by which time you're tired, you're in the electric light.
Well, also, it's dark by 4 o'clock at the moment.
Absolutely, and so sorting colours in electric light, unless you've got a daylight.
Oh,
You've got a story.
now wait for the next hour. I've got something you'll love in the next hour. Not going to say, not going to say.
You've got to stay for the next hour.
Yeah, but basically, it's something they brought in a couple of weeks ago when they had it last, and it sold out. We've got it back in. It's the most incredible. So I've got one lamp in the next hour, and it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant. Right, very quickly though, we do need to talk about the 2 little sets you've got there.
Yes.
Because
Let me
if
put
we're
those
thinking
back.
Christmas presents, you're thinking it's 3 weeks
absolutely.
today, remember? Christmas Day is 3 weeks today. You're thinking, like, Jeremy has done all of his shopping and it's all wrapped, or nearly all wrapped, right? Kat, who is Jeremy's sister, went, no. So this morning went, I've got nothing for Jeremy yet. And I went, I know what Jeremy's got for Kat, you see. Yes, and I know that it's beautifully wrapped and everything, and she's not even thought about what he's getting. So I'm just thinking these next 2 items would be perfect, if not for you, Jeremy, no, or for Kat, but if you've got somebody in your family or friends who love to cross stitch, either of these gifts would be fantastic. Which one do you want to do first, Kat? The scissor one, please.
Right. Well, I suppose that's the one I would say if you were a beginner or you haven't been doing very much, it's a sort of starter set, really.
Okay.
Because you've got a pair of nice Italian scissors, and you've got 24s and 26s, which are the ones you'd use for the things we've been talking about today.
Okay.
So all of these could be stitched with those.
Right.
So that's a very useful little set.
And Jeremy's saying, what do the numbers mean? What does 24 mean and what does 26 mean?
This is the size of the needle. Now, the higher the number, the finer the needle.
Okay.
So if we go to this box...
Okay, so that one was $14.99. So you get 4 needles, gold-plated, and the scissors. This one is all needles, but lots of different needles.
Yes. So if you look at this one, this needle here...
Oh, hang on a second. There you go, perfect. Which,
This
yeah,
one
the
here,
one, the one in the
that
middle,
one,
going
yes,
straight across,
that
yeah.
one. That's a size 22.
Right.
And it's the one I'm using with this rather woolly thread that I'm going to show you in a minute.
Right.
So that's a 22. Now the one at the bottom there is a 28.
Right.
And you can see how tiny it is.
Yes.
So with a 28, you'd probably use that for 1 thread. So I would probably change to a 28 to do my back stitch.
Yes.
At the end of the project, or
Okay.
when.
Very fine, very fine.
Yes, very fine.
Okay.
So those are really cross-stitch needles.
Right.
That's
So they'll be blunt. What we were saying
They'll be
earlier
blunt.
is they're not sharp, are they?
Nope,
Because
they're
you
blunt.
don't need to pierce the fabric.
You're parting the threads rather than piercing. The curly one is when we make boxes or books, and some of you I know have stitched my greenhouse box, and that's been very successful, and that's quite useful for making up things.
So now is that sharp? Is that like
that's sharp.
that's a sharp one?
Yes.
So you're sewing when you're sewing 2 bits together.
Together.
When you're doing your watt bow and you stitch
Yes.
it up at the end, you use
Use a
one of
sharp.
those, that sharp one, yeah.
And that one is a sharp as well.
Hang on, which one's that one? Oh, there we go.
Ooh, this second to the end.
Yeah.
That one's an embroidery needle, effectively. Now that's what I would use to attach the felt to the inside of a needle case.
Right, it's for sewing. It's for sewing. Yeah.
And the tiny weeny one at the top is putting beads on.
Okay. Yeah, because beads and needles
sharp,
are
and
they're sharp and they're absolutely tiny, aren't they?
There you are.
So all
that's
of those.
the set.
Just explain how long we got. Oh, just explain very quickly why are the gold plated if people don't know?
The coefficient of friction is less, which means apparently that they slide through the fabric better.
Right.
They slide through the fabric better. They don't mark your material ever, so they don't rust. If you're making knots, I'm going to show up probably now at 11.
Yeah, in the 11 o'clock.
At
Yes.
11 o'clock I'll show you about knot making, because I've had some requests for French knots.
Yes.
Yes, if you want to make knots, it's 100 times easier on a gold-plated needle. I haven't used a nickel-plated needle for years and years and years and years. I like to have more than one needle going. So, for instance, if I was working, say, the little ship from the Dutch sampler,
Yeah.
I might have 2 or 3 needles operating.
All going at the same time.
Yes, not actually all going at the same time.
No, all threaded, and you do the blue
poised.
one, put
Yeah,
it to one side,
yeah.
don't cut it off, get the green one
Yes,
going. And
we
things,
do
yeah.
park and stitch, so you park the needle and
Yes.
bring in something else in. So then I would use a gold-plated needle again, because it won't mark your fabric, and they're beautiful to use.
And they have the same amount of gold on them as...
The detonators on grenades from the
Exactly.
Ministry of Defence.
Because you definitely don't want one of those to stick, do you, really?
You don't. And that was an accident of fate, really, when you think that I didn't know anything about how much gold I needed. And the chap I was dealing with, who was very, very helpful, long gone now, bless him, he actually said, "Do you want the gold to come off?" I said, "No.
Yes.
No, I definitely want the gold to stay. I want people to lose them first.
Yes.
You know, they've got to hang on to them." And he said, "Well, I think probably what the MOD used 2 microns." And I asked him what for. So that's, and in fact, when the needles are done, they're done in batches of 1,000
Right.
of one size, and they get put in a little machine. It looks like an electric weighing machine, but you put things inside instead of on it.
Right.
And it measures the gold.
Oh, okay.
So we get a little certificate with each batch to say it does.
Yeah.
And then if they keep a few back in a pack with a label. So if we had a problem with a batch, we could go back and find out why.
Okay. Now, also, you make a guarantee, don't you? If somebody's bought a needle from you...
And they get the gold off, we replace it.
Yes. They're that confident. Jane's that confident.
Absolutely.
Now, obviously, you need to prove that it's one of hers. Don't be trying to do what some people have done
Well,
and send back ones.
there are needles out there. When we first bought them out, we were the only people in the United Kingdom selling them. There were some out in America, but nobody here. And within 6 months of our success, of course, one of the big needlework manufacturers came out with some, a pack of 10 for about 90p. And of course, they were just shown the gold, and it was stripped in an evening, well, less than an evening.
Yeah.
So ours don't. And I mean, I haven't, as I said, stitched with anything other than a gold-plated needle for 25 years, probably.
It makes you realise what good value they are, because if you think of all that gold,
Yes.
if it was on a ring, if you ever got,
Yes,
you know, sort of thing, it's an awful lot
absolutely.
of gold on the
I
needles.
mean, I
isn't
didn't realise how much I was putting on. I suspect, if things had been different, I would probably have had less.
Yes.
Because they are a considered purchase.
No, totally.
We could have produced them for less, but then we wouldn't have this reputation. And we wouldn't have been selling them for 25 years.
No, exactly. Now, where are we? Oh, right. Okay. Shall we do a quick roundup then, Kat, of things that might have sold out and the stock of everything? Right. The cat on the box is sold out. Right. So you can't get that now. But don't. If you want something on it, haven't we got something else on the box in the next hour?
Yes.
There's another animal on the box coming
There's
up
a
in the next
surprise
hour.
for you in the next hour.
Oh, no, that's already selling on pre-order. So go and have a quick look on pre-order in the break on that. Right, the flower and the rose was the most popular of the Christmas trimmings. But all these are on the website, so don't worry, I don't need to show you them all now. And... Oh. The scissor... Okay, the scissor and holly needle set, which is totally and utterly exclusive to us, there's like a handful left. It's almost sold out. And when they've gone, we won't be getting them again. We won't be getting those again. So please, if you've got that in your basket, check out. Everything else is as always does with Jane, are all selling well. But I just wanted to warn you about those. So go and check on pre-order. Jane will be back in an hour with more. She'll do some sewing in the next hour, but also with more not exclusive premieres and things like that. So, very quickly, we've had a picture from Janet for you. Let's have a look at this. Hang on.
Done?
Oh, look. Jane is a brilliant teacher. She inspired me to start cross-stitch again. I was fortunate to meet her at Knitting and Stitch Harrogate last year. Oh, it's such a shame they're not happening at the moment, isn't it? Loving the shows. The tree I made for a special friend's birthday. It's all French knots. Oh, my
Well done,
word.
It's smashing.
And on a final note for this hour, there's a message from Anne-Marie about Jane, and all it says is inspirational.
I love you all.
There you go.
Bless you.
Right, she's got to go off and make a cup of tea now.
Yes.
Not for everyone, just for herself and everything. I will be back. Jane will be back in an hour, and I'll be back in 3 minutes' time with that lamp I was just telling you about, and everything you need for your... Well, we don't quite know what the hour's called. Different people have said different things. What you need for your sewing room, bestsellers, all that sort of thing. We'll see you in 3 minutes from now.
Have you heard about Yarn Lane, a TV show dedicated to knitting, crochet and all things yarn, bringing you demonstrations from our expert guests as well as the latest tools. Watch us on Freeview Channel 74, Sky Channel 670 or on our YouTube channel. And find out what's coming up on the show by following us on Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to our email newsletter or visit the programme guide on our website at www.yarnlane.com.
We are moving home. From Monday the 7th of December, Sewing Street and Yarn Lane are moving to Freeview Channel 72. We'll still be on Sky Channel 670, YouTube and Facebook Live as normal. Keep your eyes peeled on our Facebook, Instagram and our email newsletter for more details. And if you watch us on Freeview, don't forget to tune into Freeview Channel 72 from 8 AM on Monday the 7th of December.
Hello, my name's Rachel Ilsley. Let me show you around my beautiful sewing studio, Magnolia. My sewing studio is in Wootton Bassett, and on a daily basis I alter and dressmake for bridal customers. All my brides are absolutely wonderful. You can see I make waistcoats, bridesmaids' dresses, anything really they ask me for. Now, my sewing story started as an adopted child, and my adoptive mother was also a seamstress, so she taught me everything I know. So I feel extremely lucky to be able to now be doing this as a profession. Also very proud am I to be now a part of the Sewing Street family, and I so look forward to being on the shows with all of your support, which I know that I have. My claim to fame, well, I did appear on another sewing channel in last November, on the 7th of November. Some of you may have watched it. And so that was my little claim to fame. So I've just literally risen from a full-time insurance job to sewing as a profession. I look forward to seeing you all. Bye!
While we're having to spend more time at home again, we're here to keep you busy and entertained. Sewing Street will be live every day from 8 AM, bringing you plenty of demonstrations with our experts in dressmaking, quilting, bag making, toy making, needle felting, embroidery, and so much more. Our community of fellow sewists on the Sewing Street fans Facebook group are there to chat to you about whatever you're making, sharing photos and advice. Check out the Sewing Street Facebook and Instagram pages for fun competitions and offers. Watch Sewing Street on Freeview 74, Sky 670 or our YouTube channel and search Sewing Street TV to find us on social media.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
We are moving home. From Monday the 7th of December, Sewing Street and Yarn Lane are moving to Freeview Channel 72. We'll still be on Sky Channel 670, YouTube and Facebook Live as normal. Keep your eyes peeled on our Facebook, Instagram and our email newsletter for more details. And if you watch us on Freeview, don't forget to tune into Freeview Channel 72 from 8 AM on Monday the 7th of December.
I don't know how they expect us to get all these tables ready in 3 minutes. I don't get a drink, I don't get anything to eat. Nobody can have a comfort break. Moan over. Right, now before I start with the show, I just need to recap from 8 o'clock this morning. If you weren't watching 8 o'clock this morning, I had this new Moda range, right? We had a jelly roll, completely sold out, completely and utterly sold out. We've got a mega bundle, and I've got fat quarter bundle, and I've got the ribbon from the jelly roll, but no jelly roll, so I'll just pop that in there. Right, mega bundle was here. What it is, you get all of these. It's half a metre of each of these, so you get 16 different fabrics, but you only pay for 15. I thought we were sorting this out. Well, that's not the middle of the table. The middle of the table is here, you see. Anyway, there we go. Half metre, half metre, half metre, half metre, half metre, half metre, half metre. Now, people started buying these from the word go before we'd even shown them this morning. How many have I got left? Oh, single figures, single figures, single figures. So you're paying for, you get 16 and you're paying for 15, basically. They're the brand spanking new back porch from Moda, from the me and my sister. I knew it was sisters and I was like, is it the silly sisters? No, that's not right. Is it? Anyway, me and my sister range, and it's gorgeous, isn't it? Very few places have this. Like when Kat and I did our research, we looked everywhere for it and I could only find it for sale in a couple of places. Anyway, isn't it beautiful? Red, if you love red, white and blue, we love the fact that as well, if you're going to make a quilt out of it or something like that, you've got small, medium and large motifs. You've got little ditzy flowers, you've got little flashes, you've got big flowers, you've got ladybirds, you've got medium-sized flowers, and you've got the dots as well. Now, I did have, when I first started this range this morning, we had each of these fabrics by the half metre. A lot, or not a lot, several of them have sold out. Several of them have sold out already. If you want half a metre of the whole collection of that we have here, because there are other fabrics, which I'll show you about in a second. There are other fabrics which are available in the fat quarter bundle, which aren't in this bundle. Okay, fat quarters next. Right, now, before I go anywhere, oh, too late. Right, okay. If you buy this from me today or any day it's in stock, you'll pay £99.99, right? You can go to another shop right now today on Saturday morning, Friday. So it's only Friday, sorry if I frightened you then. Friday morning, right? And pay £125 for it. There you go. I don't know why you keep saying that, because that's not important. Kat keeps trying to get me to say something. It's not important. £125 if you go there this morning and buy those. Now, if mine sell out and you want to buy them, you might have to go there and pay. If you want it, you might have to go there to pay £125. But look, here you see, now that one was in our collection. We didn't have that one. No, we didn't have that one. No, I'm going to do... that one. I'm going to get really angry. You know when something really, really annoys you and it doesn't get sorted? Anyway, I'll be fine. Is that one in the... No, that one wasn't in... Look, all of these weren't available by the half metre this morning. I'll put it together in a second for you. That one was. Just be quiet, Jeremy. I'm not getting angry with Jeremy. Don't worry, it's not Jeremy's fault. I'm just... No. Oh, blimey. Talk about the sensitive twins. Vix is watching. She desperately wants to know what Kat's tried to tell me to say. I'll tell you later, Vix. No, that was a not. That was a have. Got that one. Didn't have that. So look at how many extra ones you get in this that you didn't get in well, yeah, because you're getting a quarter metre of each of these, which means there's a bigger range of... There you go. So look, right? So this row here, which Jeremy can see right in the centre of his screen, each of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 of that bundle that we had earlier are in here. But then look at all these. These weren't in there. So you also, if you want a bigger variety of this collection, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Are there 30 in there? 30. I could have counted. I could have guessed that, couldn't I? 30 fat quarters for... Oh, yeah, because they work out at £3.33 each. They work out at £3.33 each for a Moda fat quarter. Now, let me show you the size of the fat quarter, because normally Moda are American ones, aren't they? But these look bigger. But look, 21 by 18. There you go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Vix, I don't know how you deal with this. She's got verbal what's it, hasn't she? Oh, she doesn't talk when Vix is on. Gorgeous. Beautiful. I think one day we should get Kat to present. Oh, okay. So she doesn't say this to Vix because she trusts Vix to say the right things, apparently, according to Jeremy. So that's all right, Jeremy. You're only freelance too, Jeremy. You could be got rid of. So I've only done 2 months of my 3-month probation. I could be in a month's time. Could be. They could show me the door. Yeah. Anyway, look, that's gorgeous, isn't it? Right, I have got a complimentary bundle. It's not complimentary as in free. It's complimentary as it goes with. Here you go. No, I'm not saying you, because when Hayley used to be in charge of this, she'd spell it wrong every single time. Yes. Because it was saying we're giving it away free, and then we're not. It's complimenting, isn't it? So you get half metre. Now, this isn't Moda. I need to tell you this is not Moda. Half metre of the red, half metre... These are my names, for not the real names. Marine, Aqua, Sky... No, that's not Aqua, is it? What colour would you call that one? What? Cyan and white. So you get all of those, half metre of each of those. Even if you're not getting the Moda bundle there, that's a lovely red, white, blue bundle, isn't it? At £16.19. Oh, all right then. Just showing something in now. We have to do these by the half metre. Why? They're all on the website, aren't they? No, as in our pre-order. They're all in pre-order. Right, the red, now remember these are Rose and Hubble fabrics. These are not Moda fabrics. Red, £3.49. They're all going to be £3.49 for half metre. Oh, here we go. We'll get the proper names for them now. Scarlet. That's spelt differently. That's gorgeous. I'm not going to say good for Christmas makes, Kat. Right, here we go. Then this one. Oh, it was Marine. I said Marine, didn't I? Well, no, I didn't get this next one right, did I? Because you had to tell me the next one. Right, £3.49, 100% cotton, 44 inches wide, machine washable. Then we've got the Cyan. You see, on my telly now, it looks turquoise, you see in here. Oh, ask me without my glasses. My glasses are over there. Finishes 56. Yeah. Just double checking to get that right. But on your telly in there, does it look turquoise? So it's not turquoise at all. So I don't know which is the real telly colour. But anyway, moving on. Okay, and then this one, which I called Sky. It's called what? Candy? Okay, that's what you want to call it. Crazy Lorraine, have you noticed what's on the set? Just so you know, Crazy Lorraine made me that. Oh, and also, Ali, oh, it's turned around. Ali made me this. My little stocking, my John Scott stocking. Right, moving on. And then white. It's white. Anyway, did you know on our website, we have got... What? You're not ready? We've got this fabulous little... Well, let me tell you, right? So if you want to give a hint to somebody about what you'd like as a present for Christmas or your birthday or just full stop, you can go... Let's go to a sewing machine page. We'll look at a sewing... Because this is what Kat wants, you see. Right? So you go to the sewing machine, you click on the one that you want. She wants that one at the end there, the Janome one. Right, scroll down a little bit, right? And do you see there where it says share on Facebook and Pinterest and Twitter? Heart is just to say you like it. Look at the next bit, it says drop a hint, right? If you click on there, so what you can do is you can just drop a not so subtle hint. So you put your name in, Catherine, what you're dropping a hint to, to me, okay. What's their email address? We're not going to put that bit in because it's my email address you're going to put in, isn't it? Oh, I can tell you actually. No, I can tell you. John.scott@sewingstreet. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But John.scott@sewingstreet. Is it .com? Yeah, .com. Then you can say, you can have a copy sent to Kat's, but if you click on that, you'll see Kat's email. She doesn't want you to see that. Then you can say, dear John, please can I have this sewing machine for Christmas? Right, okay. And then you submit it, right? And the person you've submitted it to will get an email to say that Catherine would like you to buy them that sewing machine. So then, you see, it's like self-gifting, but someone else is paying for it, isn't it, right? Right, now the other thing I've got to tell you about, now I don't know if I can do that now, is I didn't know about this, but Vix was going on about it the other day. Oh, no, you told me to tell Dave this. Kat saying, oh, John, what are you going to say? What are you going to say? It's about the reviews. Oh, okay, so it's not, you don't do it from the website then. Right, okay, so this is for Jackie, because Jackie was watching the show the other day and said, Vicky's just said we can leave a review, but she hasn't told me how to do it, right? So Jackie, Vix is watching now, so this will teach her, right? What you do is when you've bought something, right, you will get an email, right? That's right, isn't it? And what's on the email? Okay. Oh, sorry, I thought it was on the website, see? So you will get an email confirming your order. Is that what you're saying? Oh, it's a whole different email, right? A whole different email. Just tell me what it says. It says, please leave a review. So, for example, if you've bought this mega bundle, when you've bought the mega bundle, afterwards you'll get an email. Once it's arrived, you'll get an email saying, please leave us a review. You can then give it up to 5 stars. You can then write, oh, the red was much more beautiful in real life than it was. It's called what? FISO. S for sugar. So it comes from, so does the email come from someone else? The email comes from Seco. F for Freddy. E for elephant. E for egg. S for sugar. Oh, F for Freddy. FIFO. Fee-fi-fo-fum. Got it now. No, it's fine. You'll get an email from FIFO saying review your thing. It doesn't come from us. It says from Jewellery Maker. Oh, it's confusing, isn't it? Jewellery Maker and FIFO. Please review your purchase. And you can choose up to 5 stars and then you can write what you thought about it. Now, if you didn't like it, you're allowed to write whatever you want on it because, you know, on one of our sister channels where they sell things for upset tummies and things like that, they read, what's it called, Primal Living, not Primal Scream, I call it, right? They actually read them out on there. Steve reads them out on there and goes, oh, Margaret didn't like this one. He'll show you. So we don't hide anything. So if there is something you, not necessarily, don't slag it off. Just go, I found this a bit, just tell us honestly. Be truthful about it. You can't review me. Just so you know, don't be writing, oh. Yeah, and also wait till you've received it till you review it. Right, so I'm going to move on now, aren't I? I've got to go into the other shop now, haven't I? I'm going to the shop now. I don't need anything from here, do I? We've had a message from Karen about her Christmas trimmings from the last hour. Oh, yes, they're on linen. They're all on linen. Yes, they are. That's okay. Right, let's just get through here. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. Who moved that Christmas tree? Oh, I see Kat's moved it in, so it was in shot a bit. Right, I'm in the shop. Oh, Jackie says, thank you, John. I've done some of the reviews on an email. Oh, there you go. Jackie's done it now already. Right, okay, so what am I doing first? Calico. Here we go, calico. Now, this is lightweight calico, gorgeous for making toiles Fantastic having your sewing room. £2.49. It is, it's pre-shrunk as well. Pre-shrunk calico. I don't know why there's a question mark. They're going, is it calico? Calico? £2.49 for half a metre. It's wide as well, look. Oh, you see, because they've washed it, that lovely calico smell's gone. So they get, you see, I love calico, but I like mine unwashed. £2.49, nice and wide, half a metre. Who? Oh, Beverly. Love the drop a hint thing. I shall try this with my husband's email. He will probably send me back a less favourable response. Oh, Beverly in Norfolk. Don't say that. Anyway. Oh, I had a message from Joe. Is it Joe in the West Midlands? I give John 5 stars this morning. Oh, thank you. Oh, they're not question marks, they're stars. Yes. Thank you, Joe. Calico back in stock. Calico back in stock. Who? Oh, Vic's going to be very jealous of this, apparently. Glue pen. Sew line back, glue pen back. So we've been waiting for ages for this. Oh, Jackie says you can never have enough calico. You can't, Jackie. You can't indeed. Oh, right. People have seen this on the web already this morning, started buying it. £6.99. £6. Stay on that. £6.99. It's just come back in stock. It's just back in stock. Just back in stock. And we've been waiting for ages for it. Waiting for ages. Sorry, that was my head in shot then, wasn't it? I'm having a haircut on Monday. My hair looks pink, doesn't it? Anyway, you do get 2 sticks in it. It's already got one in it. And you get a spare one there as well. There you go. Very easy to change. There's your glue. Oh, now, the glue might be different colours. Do not worry about that. It's exactly the same glue. And don't worry about it being brightly coloured because it dries clear. You can also sew through it with your sewing machine. Doesn't clag up the needle. And it washes away once it's done. Fabulous for EPP, foundation, paper piecing, everything like that. Drunkard's Pathways, brilliant for that. Well, you instead of pinning all the way around the curve, you just put a bit of that and then you stick it down and stitch it straight away. It's brilliant. Don't stick them all and come back to them a week later to do. Just glue them and do them there and then. Oh, this one goes there anyway. Hang on, Cat can get... How old are you, Cat? You know, I suppose we can't go partying at the moment, can we? Cat does 40 hexes per pen, per refill. Got the refills. They've stuck a great big thingy over them, but never mind. They're all blue. Yeah, they're not blue because they've got pink here, white there, blue inside, and they dry clear, so it doesn't matter. And they're all the same strength. Don't be thinking, oh, is the blue the weak one? Blue, pink, yellow, they're all the same strength. So it doesn't matter about what colour they are. But also what you must remember is don't just go to your local stationery shop and buy a stick with glue in it because that's not been formulated for fabric. This is specially for fabric. Oh, do they? Okay, but it's the other way it doesn't work then. No, hang on. One of the ways doesn't work because Hannah always tells me to say the opposite of what you just said. Yes. So I'm not going to say it just in case. No. Okay, so I'll tell you one thing. What Kat's just said is she's got a Prim fabric glue pen as well, and these fit in the Prim one. But I'm sure that Hannah has got it the other way around. Hannah's got this one and tried to put the Prim refills in and they wouldn't go in. If you know at home, I tell you what, if you know at home, tell me. I'm totally open to your offers. Yeah. No, she can't put the Prim one in hers. You can, anyway, it doesn't matter. You tell me if these will, Kat's saying these will fit in your prim, but if you've got a prim, you can't fit sew-line ones in it. That one. I'm confused myself now. Right. Friction pens. Now I've got 3 bundles. 3 fine tips. Now I've not got them individually today, but I'm sure if you go searching for them on the web, you'll be able to find them. Right, these are fine tip. Up until now, we've only done medium tip. These are fine tip. Yeah, the paper's not here. There's no paper here. I won't demo with these. I'll demo with one of the others in a minute. But these come in violet, light blue, and pink. Violet, light blue, and pink. They are fine tip. Mighty fine tip. Okay, £11. Now you are getting 3 for £11.97. Now, Friction pens are like Marmite. You either love them or you hate them, right? They weren't originally developed for fabric. They were developed for paper. In fact, I'll do it. It's here now, right? What happens is you write on them on your paper, and then you use that. It's like a rubber at the end, but it's because the friction it causes heat, right? So when you then rub them, it comes off, right? The friction takes it away. So never, ever, ever do your child's homework using these if you're going to laminate it or if you're going to, you know what I mean? Because as soon as you put any heat towards the ink, it will disappear. Now, I always say if you can use them on fabric, please test it first, because some darker fabrics, it does leave a shadow. And also, if the fabric is very, very cold, the line can come back. Because there was one lady made a quilt and sent it to Canada for an exhibition, went in the hold of the plane. When it got there, all the friction pen lines had come back. Now, very, very... So I was telling the story about how it has to be really, really cold, like fridge cold, for it to come back. Then a lady messaged in saying, I'm in my caravan in Scotland and it just keeps coming back, because it was so cold in our caravan. Not that it was fridge cold, but so just test it. Please, please, please just test it beforehand. I'll show it to you on fabric in a minute. I've got some fabric here. Please, please, please test it before you use it. That's what I'm saying. So these are your fine tip in violet, pink, and light blue. Oops. Next, we have... Which one next? The 4 or the 2? The 4. Right, here we got. Now, these are medium tipped, I seem to remember. These have always been in stock, right? We've got them in blue, black, red, and green. Blue, black, green, and red. Do not sign important documents with them. No, that's the whole point. If you sign up and then you take it in and somebody's got a friction pen, they rub it out. You can use it as a pen. Like I said earlier, you can use it as a pen. But if they get heat, if there's any heat, or somebody's got a friction pen like that, just takes it away. It's brilliant because also, you know, when you use a normal eraser, you get little bits of rubber. It's not made of rubber though, is it anymore? Because that's why you don't call them rubbers anymore. But anyway, you get little bits of bits. Oh, can I buy Bosel by the half metre, says Pat. I don't think we've got it by the half metre. I think we have it in the kits rather, or pieces rather than by the half metre, I'm afraid. I'll check, but Kat's agreeing with me, so I think that's it. Anyway. Oh, Calico sold out. Calico. Do you know what I thought you said, Jerry Halliwell? Oh, now, have you seen the weird YouTubes that Jerry Halliwell's been doing recently? She did one as Queen Elizabeth I. So she's dressed up as Queen Elizabeth I. It's a very bad costume, I have to say. In like Hampton Court, and she does a monologue, a soliloquy for about 20 minutes on YouTube. I know, and apparently she's just released another one. I can't remember what she's dressed as in the second one. I started watching the first one and kind of sitting there thinking, not quite sure what it's to get a message across. I think it's I don't even know what the message is. Anyway, right. So now, if you want to use these on fabrics, I've got to get off the stool for this. Now, do what? Oh, you have to put the stool on because I couldn't sit on that stool for hours. Right, so you get your white fabric like this, or any colour fabric. Obviously, I'm doing it on white for televisual purposes. Then you get an iron. Now, oh, hang on, I don't know what the temperature is. Oh, wasn't hot enough. Excuse me. Now, on Black Friday, we had hundreds of these. It was a special purchase, and they sold out. Please be watching at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Yep, please watch at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, because they are my early bird again tomorrow morning. You can't buy them till tomorrow morning, but that's my early bird again. I'm just waiting for the heat to get up because it wasn't switched on high, that was all. Oh, hang on. Have I put that on hot? Yes, I'll put that on hot. There you go. When it's ready to go, the little red light goes off, but I can't wait today. I'll do that in the morning. Right, okay, I'm just... Oh, no, that was a stupid thing to do, because now my fabric's hot, isn't it? So, right, so what you do is you get what you want to put your markings on. Yeah, please. Right, so... I don't know why I smelt it, sorry. Right, okay. Oh, head's in shot, sorry. Right, there you go. So I've just written my name, obviously, because if you're doing embroidery or something like that, then what you do is you take your... So it's there. It's there. How brilliant is that? It's not on the iron. It's not stuck on the iron, look. If I put it flat on the carpet, I could put it flat on the carpet. That would mark it. Great big... Oh, somebody's moved the table. It's gone under the table. Okay. Bit of embroidery. Done it wrong. It's cat with the C. There you go. Friction. You get all four of those. For £15.96. And remember, the iron is available at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning here on Sewing Street. 8 o'clock tomorrow. Oh, no, it'll sell out. We've got hundreds of them, but it'll sell out again. So Hayley's producing tomorrow, and she scheduled that for tomorrow. Oh, sorry. What? Oh, do you want me to do another one then? No. I thought I'd done these. Broad tip. Are they broad tip, these? Yeah, broad tip. Okay, oh, hang on. Kat's not seen the broad. Yeah, but if I have to write Jeremy, it'll take forever. Jeremy. What's Jeremy? Joseph. Robert. Wilcox. Well, you can't thank you because it's not your right name, is it? Anyway, look, that's broad. I'll switch the iron off now. Even that with the iron. I mean, obviously not with a cold iron, but still got a bit of heat in it there. Look, a bit of residue heat. Gone completely. If you like a slightly thicker line to follow, or you're doing embroidery or something like that, or you just need to see it a bit better. So we had fine was the first one, which was the pink, the blue and the violet. Medium was the green, the red, the black and the blue. This is broad, just the black and the blue. £7.98. Oh, hang on. Sorry, glasses. I wore my granddaughter's measurement. No, I wrote my granddaughter's measurements in a book. It was left in the sun. All the writing disappeared. She got her iron yesterday. Oh, yeah, but I think she bought her iron from somewhere else. Oh, no, did you have an iron on the show yesterday as well? 2 days ago. Do you mean the big iron they had here 2 days ago, or do you mean the little iron from somewhere else? Jackie. Anyway, let's move on. I'll go and get the wadding. I'll put this down, I'll go and get the wadding. Because it fell off the table, didn't it? No, it just fell off the table, didn't it? Look. And there's no floor manager today to help me. Oh, by the way, what I forgot to tell you is that iron tomorrow comes in a hard case. I'll tell you tomorrow, but it comes in a hard case, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. The thing is, right, it'll sell out, so please be around at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning if you want that. Right, okay, I've just, on my iPad, I've just come up on the camera there. Have I missed a transfer pencil? No, Jackie, that's a different Jackie. We didn't do a transfer pencil. It was the friction pens. It was the friction pen. I don't think we got transfer pencils, have we? Right, where would you like to start then? Oh, we're going small to big. Okay, let's do that one. What? Cotton batting, actually it's 80. It's a bit naughty this, because it says, you coming from upstairs? No, okay, I'll go that with it. No, there you go, I'm there now. It says cotton batting, it's 80-20. It's 80-20. Well, you can read it there, can't you? 8% cotton, 20% polyester. This is crib size, 45 to 60. This is the one we sell most of. The heirloom premium, not this size, but this wadding is the one we sell most of. What's the measurements? 45 by 60. Remember, always buy your wadding a little bit bigger than your quilt. You need it 2 inches all the way round your quilt, because when you quilt, it'll cinch in a little bit. It will cinch in a bit. You can join them together if you want, but don't do them as a seam. You butt them edge to edge, then do a big herringbone stitch across them. Okay, message from Carol coming across the bottom of the screen. It says, morning all, little bit of snow this morning in Sussex. My little iron has just arrived. Thank you, early bird, love, Carol. Now, hang on, Carol. What day is it? What day is it today? That's taken... Oh, week, that's right, yeah. I was thinking, Black Friday seems like forever ago, wasn't it? Black Friday and the day after, the Saturday, were 2 of the busiest days we've ever had here, I can't tell you. And of course, the Friday was me all on my own all day, wasn't it? And Clive was in on the Saturday for 2 of the hours. Oh, no, we also had... we had Elliot's stepmum in, didn't we? Of course, Carol, yeah. Right, anyway, here we go. Teddy! Have you sent me your address? Just so you know, on the John Scott Show on a Thursday, we have a competition, and Teddy won the fat quarters of Alison Glass fabric, and I need him to send his address to me. Not now. Don't send it here. Don't send it here. Send me a private message on my website. Right. Mary Lynn. That's a nice name, isn't it? Mary Lynn. Dear John. Oh, tell your boss if they don't keep you after your trial, or trail, then I'm afraid if you go, so do I. I love you loads. Mary Lynn in... Oh, Port Sunlight now. Port Sunlight's not far from Mike and Julie's, is it? It's on the left-hand side. You get to that little roundabout. And am I in the right place, Port Sunlight? And doesn't Lord Heaver live there? Anyway, I could be wrong. I think I filmed Life and Times of Henry Pratt there as well. Anyway, that's the small one. Oh, Anna Sonut's already got Teddy's address. Oh, Anna Sonut gets in there, doesn't she? Right, so which size is now? I've got Queen. Oh, that one. Which way? Where are you going? Oh, that way, okay. So again, exactly the same wadding. Cotton, 80% cotton, 20% polyester. This is the most popular size that we sell. Remember I said this was the most popular batting that we sell. Right, okay. I'm just saying, because it normally tells you how many inches you can stitch away from each other. You can pre-shrink it if you want to. You can use the washing machine as a vehicle, it says. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? No, it's a vehicle. Oh, I've lost it now. Where's it gone? Oh, it says you mustn't agitate it. Like this, right? Go like this. You go, don't you do that to me. See, don't agitate it. Was I not envisioned for any of that? Oh, Jeremy, very slow today. I'll just say that, yeah. I'm just looking for the inches. It normally... Here you go. 3.5 inch. Right, heirloom cotton can be cut as close as 1/4 inch and as far as 3.5 inches. And how big is it? 90 by 108. Okay? And then we've got it in the... Jamie's had to be very careful with that one in case I hit the camera. Because they get quite heavy. This one's heavy. This one is your king size. You see, it's good value, isn't it? $37.99. You're getting 120 by 120. 3 metres by 3 metres. Oh, I see what you mean, Jackie. I thought she meant she bought the iron yesterday. Hers arrived yesterday. Use the right language, Jackie, for goodness sake. You might live in the northwest. Oh, actually, you must live near Marilyn, because Marilyn's at Port Sunday. That's not far from you, is it? Don't worry, I don't know where all of you live. Just they both live near Mike and Julie. They live. Yeah, you think you can just watch me, but I'm watching you. Jackie, don't do that. Anyway, that's $7.99. Right, I've also got some wool wadding. Now, I've also got, are these both wool? Yeah, which one first then? Queen. Oh, the big one. She went, the bigger one. No, the smaller one, the bigger one. Anyway, I've got the queen size here. Yeah. You are. Like, she talks, when she wants to say something, she'll tell you 20 to the dozen. But when she's confused, she'll just go, yeah. Like when I say, so what we do next with Jane? She's like, and they're not realising Jane and I are standing here like this. Anyway, look, this is lovely. Now, wool is brilliant because it keeps you warm in winter, but cool in summer. And so brilliant if you love to keep your quilts on on your beds in summer, or in the garden on a summer's evening. You know what I mean? It looks lovely, doesn't it, when you have a quilt on the outside? $53.99. Now, obviously, a little bit more, I don't want to say expensive. That's not the right word I'm looking for. But you are paying because it's wool. Because it's, it is 100% wool and washable. Now, this one inches wise, let's have a look at this one. Up to 3 inches apart, this one, you can quilt this one. So sometimes you see a quilt and the designer goes, oh, I've just quilted here and here, and it's 12 inches apart. You can't do that with this one. It's just too much of a gap. You need to, your quilting needs to be at least 3.5 inches and down. 3.5 inches and down, no wider than 3.5 inches. I think what it means is that when you, that all your 3 layers will come apart more. Do you know what I mean? If you're supposed to sew 3 inches and you sew 12 inches, it'll bag, won't it, in the middle? Even if you've done spray, 505 spray, eventually that will go, won't it? And then it'll start bagging in the middle. You don't want that. Oh, Alison Marion, Mama, Bebe. She said, no, I wasn't waiting for you to tell me again. I was just waiting for Jeremy to keep up with the shots, you know. She says it's absolutely beautiful to quilt with this one. Norma says you're a tonic, John Scott. Don't agitate the batting. Well, if it doesn't behave itself, I'll agitate. No, it doesn't say that on this one, does it? So I can agitate the wool one. Let me just check. Hang on. Oh, no. No. The temperature of baby bath water is correct for washing this one. And do not change the water temperature from washing to rinsing. But you can agitate this one. That's not a problem. Right, okay. So that was the wool queen. Now we'll do wool king. If a bit of batting can knock a camera, then I'm a bit worried about the camera stand. Right, this is 120 by 120, 100% washable wool. Oh, I've got more messages coming through now. Oh, it's about 20 minutes away. Lovely little village, says Jackie. My son-in-law would love John's car shirt, and I'd like to make him it. Oh, Julie. I don't know where you get the fabric from. This, and also, I would say you could have this one, but it's so old. I think if you started trying to stitch this, it'll fall to pieces. Anyway, gorgeous, isn't it? Lovely. Heirloom washable wool wadding, king size. Remember, keeps you warm in winter, cool in summer. Jeremy, maybe you should get some of this because you need a bit of cool, you know, because he's not particularly cool, Jeremy. See, I don't mean temperature-wise. What? Oh, does he look fashionable this morning? That's his sister talking. Best press next. Then we're going to do what? Where is it? Okay. Oh, I thought it was meant to be plugged in. Yeah, here, best press now. Not best press doesn't need to be plugged in. We're charging up my surprise. Best press now. Best press is fantastic. If you are doing a lot of cutting, a lot of bias edges, you want to get the creases out of something, this is perfect. $11.99. Now look how big that bottle is. 16.9 ounces. Can't read either. Now this is the scent-free one. Have we got any of the scented ones on the website, or are they still out of stock? We're just checking for you now. Anyway, and it's good as well because it comes with this. Oh, it's out of stock. So this is the only one we have available at the moment. No scent, scent-free, this one. It is really good if you're fat quarters. So if you've just bought the bundle of fat quarters, just want to press them and start cutting them, use a bit of this. If you're doing a lot of curved seams, like a Drunkard's Pathway, spray your fabric with the best press first and press it out. If you're doing quilt as you go, it's best to best press your fabric first because you can't iron it. You have to do finger pressing as you're going along, don't you? And also, don't we use it on foundation paper pieces as well? It's just to get that crisp edge. Just to get the crisp edge, you know what I mean? It's lovely. And it's not sticky. It's not like the old-fashioned starch, which makes it all tacky or anything. Lovely mist. Well, they said to me I had to demonstrate it, but I don't know how to demonstrate. I mean, I know how to demonstrate it, but I don't see what it would do for you to watch me demonstrating. Yeah. Good if you're going to pleat something. You know, Janice always makes that pleated bag. If you want to press the pleats in, it's always good for doing something like that. Gorgeous. Right, is it time now? Is it time now? Is it time? You sure? Right. I don't know when this came into stock, not long ago, and they had a lighting show, and I've given away what it is now, and it completely and utterly sold out, right? 20th of November. Right, and the stock was supposed to last until January, and it sold out. Right, this only brought about, we were going to do it anyway, but Jane mentioned it this morning about people getting in from work and not being able to do their sewing because of the light. Now, look at this, right? Oh, hang on, I'll unplug it so you can see what you get. Right, this is brilliant, right? So you can charge it up, right? So you get this, this comes with it. Let me take that out. I don't want it to switch on, I don't want to spoil the surprise. Right, so this is the charger, which you can put into a USB stick. If you're posh, now, who was it? Little Paul said he had them in his house. You know, you get plug sockets. Well, they're these above them now. In the hotel that I stayed in, not last night, the night before, they had these by the bed, so you can plug these in. You've got them, what, are they in the house you're going to look round, Kat? Oh, right, in Kat's mum and dad's house, they have these, but the flat she's going to look at now haven't got them. Oh, you didn't even tell me that. Oh, the more you tell me about this flat, it looks gorgeous, but the more I think you shouldn't buy it. But anyway, that's by the by. So, but you get this charge as well if you've got normal plugs like me, right? Normal plugs. Charges up. I'll tell you about how long it charges up for in a minute, because it depends, right? So, oh, now how do I know which way up it is? Yeah, could you drop the lights, please? Oh, we can't do that. Right, okay. Look at the end here. So you've got an on-off button there. And you've got these other buttons there, and you think, oh, what's that for? So I'll put it up like this. And I'll put, that's where you charge it, by the way. That's where you charge it, right? You ready? Watch. Oh. There we go. Look how bright that is. Look how bright that... Oh, we can. There we go. I didn't think we could do that anymore. Right, but watch this. So you can't see what I'm doing because I put the lights on, but look. So you can put it on any... Oh, come on. Why won't it go back? Oh, there you go. You have to be a bit firmer. You have to agitate it a bit. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. There you go. You have to be a bit... what I'm doing is... I'm going to put the lights back on so I can show the top here. What I'm doing is I'm running my fingers along those dots there. Now, you don't have to be firm with it, but you have to cover the dots with your fingers, basically. So... we said if you have it on low, you can have it on low like that for 8 hours. Now, that's good. But then if you're going to do your sewing, come in from work and do your sewing. Come on, John. There we go. There you go. Have it really, really bright like that. 4 hours. Yeah, you can have 4 hours of charge there. Okay, so now you're thinking, well, why are you going on about it, John? Why is it so special? Why is it special? Watch this, right? Watch this. Oh, okay, let's have a look. Oh, no, could you see that? Oh. Right, you couldn't see it. Oh no, in real life right now. This is the loveliest warm candlelight glow, right? Can we see? Can I twist it? Can I twist it again? Will it work this way? Right, watch. Look how the light's travelling up. Did you see how the light was travelling up? I'll turn it over again. Right, so that's the bright light there. Watch, 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 watch. Look, 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 look. Right, now both sides have the little dots on you for you to... now, imagine candlelight. Or, if you're like me, and some nights you need a light on by your bed, but you don't want a really bright light on, like a night light or children's bedroom. Look, you could do it right down like that, and you can't see there because the lights are back up. But you can take it right down to low, right? Now this, like candlelight, if you had these around your dining room, not necessarily on your table where you're so, or in the garden in the summer. Oh, and look, 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 what I forgot to point out. Look. I'm going to lift it up higher, Jeremy. Look. Look, one more thing before you do the price. One more thing, right? Oh, it's gone off again. Right. Oh, I think we haven't charged. Oh, there you go. No, watch. Oh, now you might not be able to see this. I think maybe we haven't charged this one up. Right. Oh, it worked earlier. Maybe we need to charge this one more. Oh, yeah. Okay. They now tell me they've got a video of the light change. Nobody mentioned this in prep earlier. Is that a pile of towels in front of it? Yeah. That's white. That's it, the pure white. There you see Elliot's hands there. Look, you see the colour going up. See the colour? It's not colour, it's the warm light there. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? Then he switched it off. Hello? Switched it back on again. Does he light on its side? Oh, no, does he light on its side? Oh, eventually, hang on, we have to keep watching them. The hour's nearly gone. Gorgeous daylight to match your fabric, lovely, cool, warm light for evening and things like that. So Claire from... How many times do you turn it round, Elliot? Okay, when do you light on its side? Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. And nothing. There you go. It's like a bicoloured tourmaline, isn't it? There you go. I'm sorry that went on for so long. Wakey, wakey, everyone. Wakey, wakey. That's Elliot's filmmaking for you. I'd get a few round. Anyway, shall we see the price? Shall we see the price? £63.99. £63.99. Oh, do you know what? Well, I just think you could use it if you're going on a long journey. In the winter especially, I have a big heavy coat. I put some salt, you know, like gritting salt. I put a shovel. Put it in your boot. If you're going camping, or if you're like Crazy Lorraine, you live in a caravan and you need to get from one end to the other to go to the Portaloo at the other end, or the shower block. You know what I mean? They're finally back in. This completely and utterly sold out when they had it on the first time. Okay, there you go. Don't forget to leave a review on the website. Native Lighting, they're new to us. We're going to just start on the... Well, what day was it? 20th of November? 20th of November. Claire from Native Lighting came in. I'm sure she did a much better job of it than I did. Oh, there you go. I know it's... Right, okay, let's... just very, very quickly, because I love it, right? So you put the light on there. That's your bright, bright daylight, sewing light. Brightest, brightest, brightest. This is what I, out of all the lights that I could have chosen, what do you want, Elliot? Are you going to Starbucks? No. Oh, okay. Then you can dim it down, like that. Then you can let's put it back up to full again, right? Look. You can't really see that on the telly. It goes to that beautiful daylight. Look, you see it there, the kind of soft glow to it, sort of thing. And again, you can make that look. I just think in your bedroom at night time, if you just need a light on, you've got a child that needs a light on. Brilliant, isn't it? I gather that John does pattern drafting. Is this right? Yes, Dorothy, I do. Dorothy, I do. I do pattern drafting. Right, £63.99. Oh, no, please be careful. They're flying. They're absolutely flying out. Some people have bought 2. One person's bought 3. Oh, no, brilliant, isn't it? Do you know what? This one hasn't got a box, has it? So this one will have to find a good home. How long does it take to charge up? Does it tell you that much? It'll say on the box, won't it? Oh, we haven't got the box. Oh, yeah. You don't have to. I mean, if it's going to be on your desk, it just won't look as aesthetically pleasing with that in, though, does it? You can use it plugged in, but I just like the fact it's very, very clean and sleek and gorgeous, isn't it? Almost like a magic lamp, isn't it? What's that then? Is that another new one? Oh, I see. Thought you knew something. Right, that is very, very, very popular. As I say, oh yeah, it comes straight from us. It doesn't come from Native Lighting. It comes from us in our warehouse. So the normal. Oh, here goes Stuart. Says, oh, what a lovely, cool lamp. I love the candle colour light. It's lovely, isn't it? It'd be gorgeous. Oh, no. Right, now, these. It's LED, so it won't get hot. So you don't need to worry about picking it up or anything. Now, these, every time we bring these on the show, they sell out. They're so popular. Now, you have to buy lots of these because we've got loads of them in stock now. Can I what? No. That's your job now to find. The cameraman always finds the place of where it needs to be. Right, I'm going to take them off anyway, look. But you've known that I've been here for 2 months. You've known that for 2 months. Right, say you're doing the threaded herringbone stitch in the book, and then you want to tidy up your, look, little magnetised page thing there. Yeah. So there, you see, there you go. So or if you're doing a pattern, this one's not quite so good, but if you're doing a pattern, you can slide it down the pattern. Or if you're reading a book at bedtime and you get to that, but you think, oh, I need to sleep now. I've got to get up for work. Oh, okay, so if you're at university and read a book, they do it at they don't have books at university anymore. They do it all on computer screens. It doesn't work on a computer screen. Oh, that's nice. So you get 4 different patterns. Look, 4 different designs. Let me show you. I'll take the book out of the way because obviously you don't get the book. Oh, you don't get the book. Oh. Right, hang on. Let me pull it down. Oh, hang on. Where's it going? I'm following. Right, there you go. So you've got Golden Lily. Oh, now one of these was designed by his daughter, wasn't it? The honeysuckle one was designed by his daughter. What's on the back? Daffodil, Golden Lily, Honeysuckle and Larkspur. The honeysuckle one was designed by his daughter. Look, they're £1 each. They work out to £1 each, don't they? I'd be tempted to buy that and then give 4, 1 to each a friend. Because I don't read 4 books all in one go. Gorgeous little gift. Gorgeous little gift if you love William Morris. I'm going to have that. That one's open, so that one has to find a good home, doesn't it? Because that one's been open. Oh, we've had a message from Joyce. Hi, John. You don't have to read it because it's there, Kat. It's there, I can read it. Bought one of these earlier in the year. Brilliant nightlight, crafting, sewing, etc. Keep up the good work, all at Sewing Street. From Joyce in West Midlands. Thank you, Joyce. They are brilliant, aren't they? I'm glad you're enjoying yours. Joyce, did you not get the email to do a? Oh yeah, you might not have got it from us. Didn't think of that. Have they? They're doing very well. The company's only begun a year. Oh, Teddy says he works. Yes, I knew that would cause. Teddy, work? You? I thought you were just like a lady of leisure at home in Wimbledon. Anyway, what would you next? Oh, said Kat. Oh, that's me. Oh, we've only got a minute or so. What? Stencils? Oh, pencils. Here we go. These are huge in America. Huge. Massive. You can't go into a quilting shop without these. Colonial Roxanne quilting pencil set. You get pencil sharpeners and the cap. So you get 4 pencils, 2 silver, 2 white. You get the caps to go on the top when you sharpen them. And then you get the pencil sharpener. Now remember, when you put a pencil in a pencil sharpener, you do not turn the pencil, you turn the sharpener. And these are brilliant for marking up quilts, obviously. Or it's like if you watched my show yesterday, you saw Liz from Pinhole Quilting. She was drawing feathers on a quilt top and she was using one of these for that. Yeah, we went to her. Well, yeah, we were supposed to do the show live from there, but because of everything that's going on, we couldn't. So I went there on Tuesday to film. All socially distanced, obviously. Oh, no! Well, it's good. It's good. But warning, single figures on the reverse lamp. Is that what it's called, the reverse lamp? Really? Is that why? Here we go. Native lighting, reverse lamp, $63.99 down to single figures. See, lots of people buy multiples. It must have been my brilliant demonstration, mustn't it? It is going to sell out. It will sell out. If we're only down to single figures and we're at 5 to 11 in the morning, think of all the people who watch on repeat later. I love the fact you can hang it. Just holding it up, Jeremy. Jeremy. There you go. Nice summer's evening. All the flies all landing on it. Instead of on your food. It's gorgeous. I love that. Make sure you check out on that, though, because it's down to single figures. Lots of people got it in their baskets. And also, can I just say, we can't see. We can see people put them in the baskets. We can't see until you check out how many you've put in your basket. So if I say I've got 9 left, because it's single figures, say I've got 9 left, right? 3 people could have put 3 in their baskets. And when they check out, that was a bit Larry Grayson, wasn't it? They're all gone. They're all gone. Anyway, that hour went quickly, didn't it? I've got Jane up after the break doing yet more cross-stitch gorgeousness. She's going to be doing some stitching this time. And, and then I'm going to Yarn Lane, aren't I? Got no guest on Yarn Lane because of the heavy snow. Got loads of kits. Right, I've got to go on. Got to clear this table. And I'm in charge of mopping tables. Do you know what? I was telling Sally Stevens yesterday, right? I'm in charge of mopping tables and cleaning toilets. I was like, what's happened to my life? What has happened? I have to come in with my bathroom, do the toilets when I arrive in the morning. I don't know what happens when I'm not here. Anyway, I'll see you in 3 minutes from now.
We are moving home. From Monday the 7th of December, Sewing Street and Yarn Lane are moving to Freeview Channel 72. We'll still be on Sky Channel 670, YouTube and Facebook Live as normal. Keep your eyes peeled on our Facebook, Instagram and our email newsletter for more details. And if you watch us on Freeview, don't forget to tune into Freeview Channel 72 from 8 AM on Monday the 7th of December.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
While we're having to spend more time at home again, we're here to keep you busy and entertained. Sewing Street will be live every day from 8 AM, bringing you plenty of demonstrations with our experts in dressmaking, quilting, bag making, toy making, needle felting, embroidery, and so much more. Our community of fellow sewists on the Sewing Street fans Facebook group are there to chat to you about whatever you're making, sharing photos and advice. Check out the Sewing Street Facebook and Instagram pages for fun competitions and offers. Watch Sewing Street on Freeview 74, Sky 670 or our YouTube channel and search Sewing Street TV to find us on social media.
Hello, my name's Rachel Ilsley. Let me show you around my beautiful sewing studio, Magnolia. My sewing studio is in Wootton Bassett, and on a daily basis I alter and dressmake for bridal customers. All my brides are absolutely wonderful. You can see I make waistcoats, bridesmaids' dresses, anything really they ask me for. Now, my sewing story started as an adopted child, and my adoptive mother was also a seamstress, so she taught me everything I know. So I feel extremely lucky to be able to now be doing this as a profession. Also very proud am I to be now a part of the Sewing Street family, and I so look forward to being on the shows with all of your support, which I know that I have. My claim to fame, well, I did appear on another sewing channel in last November, on the 7th of November. Some of you may have watched it. And so that was my little claim to fame. So I've just literally risen from a full-time insurance job to sewing as a profession. I look forward to seeing you all. Bye!
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Nightmare. I just went to sit down and I went like that and it felt like I'd cracked my front tooth. It was so painful and I was like, oh no, it's all I need to come back and a great big half of my tooth been missing. Anyway, Jeremy's counted down Maya like 6, 5, 4. Jane comes wandering round because we're socially distant. She's standing over there and I'm like, 5, 4. We had to put another quick advert in there. Anyway, what I need to do is tell you about this. This is totally and utterly exclusive to... Have you taken the needles out of here? Oh, no. Yes, you have. Yours will have needles in... No, I've got a piece of green fabric and no needles. So what it is, it's a gorgeous little pair of scissors. There will be 2 gold-plated needles in there. And then this, it's lightweight, right? It's got a gorgeous little holly leaf on the front there. Was that a Christmas rose? Christmas rose. Magnet, so you can attach it to anything you want to, really. Jane was wearing hers on her blaz earlier. Yeah. Literally, totally and utterly exclusive to us. Nobody else has got it. Nobody else will be getting it. We're down to single figures. And that'll be it. That'll be it. You can't get it anywhere else at all. And it's only £19.99. Lovely little present. Scissors, 2 needles, and on this, not just a brooch, it's actually a magnet. I haven't got anything to put on it because she's nicked my needles, but that's a magnet there. So if you weren't watching earlier, let me just show you. Look, Jane had hers there like that. Look, there you go. Can you see? Now, one word of warning. If you've got a pacemaker, just check, because let me just take this there. When I used to work at, not Rocks & Co, the jewellery channel before that, or the jewellery channel I gave away, the channel that sold jewellery before that, we used to have necklaces that had magnets on them. We used to have to say there, if you've got a pacemaker, please check. Now, that was about 20 years ago, so things might have changed, but just double check. Anyway, I'm just saying, single figures for that. Just want to remind you of it. Now, the other thing I've got to tell you about is, earlier we had the cat on the box, and I said, don't worry, we've got the hedgehog on the box coming up later. The hedge on the box has been absolutely flying out during the last hour, and we're down to single figures, and we haven't even shown it to you yet. So we're going to start with the hedgehog on the box. And here it is. It's a magnet, again, a needle pin magnet. Are we ready? Oh, hang on, do you need to move it, Jeremy? Okay.
Where do you want it, Gov?
There you go, perfect.
He's facing you, look.
Lovely. So now again, it's made of resin. It's got a, did I not wipe the table down properly? Yeah. I can see a damp patch on the table.
No, it's fine.
It's got a magnet in the bottom.
In the hedgehog.
In the hedgehog. That you can put your pins on. But it's a lovely little... Now, is that one round? Because the one we had earlier was an oval, wasn't it?
Yes.
Isn't it lovely?
And I have to tell you that this was very early on in our dealing with this company, because obviously hedgehogs are covered in prickles, and I thought of pins.
Oh.
So it was one of the first things we ever did.
Yes.
Before we did any of the little...
The whale that we had earlier and things like that.
Exactly. So there you are. Isn't it smashing? Now they're made, as you know, from resin
In Cirencester.
in Cirencester, and as I said, he's got a felt bottom
Yeah.
so that it doesn't scratch anything.
Uh-huh.
And the magnet obviously is in the body of the hedgehog.
Yes, of course.
There you are. So they've been whizzing out the door.
And also, if you clean it, just use a duster. Don't spray it with any
don't
Mr.
use any
whatever.
polish or anything.
Yeah.
Yes, and if you get a little chip or something, a black felt tip will,
Yes.
you know, obviously if you break it, you break it. But if you've just got a mark on it, and actually they do get. Some of the brown does wear a bit on some of the sticky out bits. It
Yeah,
makes
but
it
I
look
quite like
antique-y.
that.
It gives it an antique
exactly.
feeling.
Yeah, because it already looks like an antique, but that
Yes.
will make it look even
If
more
I
antique.
lose the pins, you can imagine that his body and his eyebrows get a bit paler, you know.
Yes, of course. That's quite nice, isn't it?
There, he's lovely.
Yeah, you pay people to do that in films. Say that again. Okay, too many people have got that in their basket, so more people have got it in their basket than we've got stock, so you can put that one away. Thank you very much indeed.
Right. Sorry, hedgehog.
Right, okay, we're doing I can't see it, the Quaker Hussif.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I can see it. There it is. Brilliant.
Now, I tell you about this because I've got something to show you that
Oh,
is
okay.
unique.
Okay.
So this design was done as a result of visiting the Ackworth School, which is near Pontefract in Yorkshire.
What's an aqua school?
And Ackworth is the name of the place, but it's a Quaker school.
Oh, not aqua. I thought you said aqua.
Yeah,
Right.
Ackworth, but
Yeah.
yeah. So it's a Quaker school, and the cross-stitch, they have an amazing collection of old samplers from the 1700s, done by
Wow.
previous scholars. And somebody who was studying the Quaker tradition discovered these samplers were dotted around the school, in the canteen, in the corridors, not really realising these things are priceless. So that they got together with the school, and they're now stored properly and in a proper
course,
case,
yeah.
etc. And so the Cross-Stitch Guild has permission from the governors to reproduce things from the sampler collection.
Right.
And this year we've done an anniversary sampler for them for I'm going to say the 240th year.
Right.
Now if I'm wrong, Ackworth, I'm sorry, because I wrote it on the sampler, I should know. Anyway, this is a little, like a little needle case or a work bag. You can put things inside it, you can keep your pins in here. There's a little pin pad, and there's the watch bow, yet again.
Now, you know the Hussif?
Yes.
You know it started when people were demobbed from the army, and the men, when they were, because they were obviously sent off with their suit and their suitcase and things like that, and they were given a housewife,
Yes.
which is like a roll with a sewing needle
Yes.
and bits and bobs.
And they're very collectible.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
Totally. So
So
that's where it all comes from.
That's
There's a
where,
bit of
and of
history
course,
there.
that's where the housewife saying it's all
Yes.
related to the thing. And I mean, Hussifs are very collectible as well. But I just want to show you one thing that I brought today to do with.
This is not for sale. This is not
This
for sale.
is
It's just
not
one of
for
Jane's
sale.
little trinkets.
All right, now let me turn him over. Can you see that? I don't know if we can get.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bit
Look, it's
closer.
on that screen on the right there, Jane. Look.
Look.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
turn him round.
There you go. That's it.
Can you see that? Now you see how big my hands are.
Yeah.
Now that was knitted by
Knitted?
by a child in 1800 and as to give as a gift. It's very well stuffed, as you can see. It's knitted on sewing needles.
Oh my
with sewing
goodness.
cotton. Isn't it beautiful?
So they got two little needles
And they
and
knitted.
knitted it like a knit. My goodness.
with that. Now these patterns, this is a very famous pattern from Ackworth. And I think we've brought on the show in the past a set of 3 pincushions. And one of these was actually had the swan. This doesn't have a swan. No, this one doesn't have a swan. So I brought this to show you because this is a very collectible piece.
Oh, I can imagine.
One
Why have you got it
sold-
on a chain?
This is how it came.
No. I'm thinking about
no, it
you
doesn't
and
go
your
to shows.
collectibles. Oh, it doesn't go to shows.
Doesn't go to shows. So this is how it arrived. I bought it at a show from an antique dealer, and recently there was an auction of sewing stuff online, of course, now because you can't go. And one of these, not nearly as nice as this, was £700. And it wasn't nearly as nice as this.
But it's weird, isn't it? Because people will look at that if they don't know about
If they don't
sewing.
know what it is.
No, they're like, oh, what's that? You know, kind of. And you could get a huge bargain if you didn't know.
Well, when the lady, I was going past this stand at the Harrogate Knitting and Stitching Show. Funny enough, one of our ladies mentioned it earlier.
Yes.
I was going past the stand and she said, Jane, I need you. And I went, ooh, what have I done?
What have I done, yeah.
You know, and she just said, hold your hand out, close your eyes. And she dropped that in. I said, it's an Ackworth pinball. She said, I knew you'd know. And so we did the deal. And then I told my husband what I'd spent.
Of course, yeah. Sure money. He's got enough of his own, hasn't he?
That must be what it is.
It's exactly. He can have his posh cars and go to cricket.
Yeah.
You can have your little
absolutely.
knitted balls. I've got a quick question before you go on to the next thing. Oh, Jane, I haven't done cross-stitch embroidery for ages or on linen. I bought loads of linen for bread bags. But is there a difference when using it compared to Ada? P.S. I love you, from Christine Cummings.
Well, Christine, thank you. You're very sweet. You bought linen for... Now,
For bread bags. And
see,
she's obviously used to using Ada.
Yes.
Would it be different? Will she be able to use the linen?
Right. What you might have there might be an even weave linen. By even weave, what I mean is that if you put a ruler on the fabric, and you can do this, put a ruler down and count the number of threads in an inch, going that way and that way. Because even weave means that your stitches will be square.
Oh, of course, because it could be.
It could be not. Now, having said that, the old samplers we talk about, and I occasionally bring, are often worked on fabric that wasn't even weave at all.
Yes.
So there's nothing to stop you using your bread bag linen. But what I would do, to be sure if it's even weave or not, I would work a running stitch square of, say, 14 stitches and see if it's a square or it's a portrait or it's landscape.
But even if it's not square,
you can use it.
It'll look like an
old-fashioned sampler. There's a lovely designer of samplers, Maura Blackburn, and she's been going about as long as me, bless her, and she refers to making your rabbit a hare.
Right.
Because you make it longer if the even weave, if it's going the
other
other way.
Or a worm into a snake.
Or a worm into a snake.
Got to think of all those different ones now.
So yes, you might. And the difference with Ada is that with the Ada fabric, you're going to work over one box in the fabric is a cross stitch, and on linen you work over two threads.
Yes.
Now, talking about the Ada, I'm just going to move.
Yeah.
I'm hobbling here.
Oh. This is not for sale. This is one of Jane's treasures.
This is one of my treasures, but this was worked on Ada, and it's 120 years old.
Oh, now I thought Ada was a modern thing that people had created.
I have been told that it was invented by Weigart and Sawicki in Germany.
Oh, okay.
And it's had its 120th anniversary. So I don't know, it's more than that now. But I've got this with me to show you because we've got something related to it in a minute.
Okay, perfect.
But that's the Ada. So Ada isn't a modern...
How funny. I thought it was something that somebody thought, oh, people can't use the linen, let's develop something
I mean,
else.
in a way it was, but it was much older than I realised.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, let's get on with the Hussif then, because we've got that as a kit, haven't we?
Now,
brand spanking new to us today. It's £24.99.
And you get the red scissors.
Well, hang on. These prices are ridiculous today because you'd pay £24.99 for the kit, let alone the scissors. And so you get little red scissors, ribbon. I can see some silk dupe on there.
Yes, you've got the band which went down the middle there, look, to keep your needles.
Brilliant. Yeah.
And because of the holes, you can tie ribbon on and tie other things to it.
What's that, when they do a hole like that, what's it called? I said it was drawn thread work, but...
Well, it sort of is, but this is woven like this by Zweigart.
Oh, okay.
So this comes off the machines.
Right.
And actually, I apologise, this is made by Valpol and Heilenbeck. They specialise in band.
Oh, right, yes.
Right. So there's your linens, look. Now, it's got the orange line on it.
Right.
Proves it's come from Zweigart. And this is a 28 count cashel linen. It's beautiful. I wonder if it smells.
Oh, you're like me in calico. That's what I was. And we had washed calico, and all the smell had gone. This is only available in linen, by the way. This isn't available in Ada. Right.
So you're going to work over. But the other thing about this, and lots of the designs from the Ackworth school are worked in one colour. which actually, you see, it's only in the red.
Oh, right.
So it's actually very simple, and if you wanted to experiment with learning on linen, this would be a brilliant one to do. So there's your chart, look. Got an alphabet there, so you can write your own initials.
I was going to say, yes, that's your initials.
Yeah.
But have you got, oh, there's an alphabet there. There is an alphabet, on, the chart.
there.
Yeah.
That's going to be your watt bow. Do you remember we said this morning?
Yes,
That's the little watt bow.
Perfect.
And that will be the little pin pad.
What have you got inside the pin pad?
Do you know, I think it's, we call it Hot and Lovely. And it's called Warm and Natural. It's a quilting.
Batting.
Batting.
Like
It's like a batting.
Yeah.
There might be a piece of card in there. I actually can't remember.
Okay.
I must have made that a little while ago, actually. So what else have I got here? There's obviously the picture, so you know what you're aiming at. Wonderful Ethan's instructions and the making up stuff there. And your
so you get the linen,
pre-cut.
the ribbon, the silk dupion, that band to go in the middle of the
band
hussif.
to go in the middle, look.
You get a needle, is there a needle in there?
Yes, there's a needle.
Needle in there.
And in there are the buttons you need for there and there. So
Perfect.
they're little shell buttons, Goya shell. I like, you know, all the time that we've used buttons, I try to use shell buttons. I think they go very well with the linen.
Beautifully, yeah.
They're not glossy in the wrong way, you know?
And all the thread is one colour. There's not different reds, so you only need the one colour.
And there's some silk for doing the linings.
And the instructions are there not just for the cross stitch, but also for creating the actual
whole
shape
thing.
and lining it.
Isn't it nice?
Beautiful.
And as I said,
$24.99,
it comes
that's a
with
lovely
history, which I think is lovely.
And that's what it makes. There's a picture of what it makes. I think they've even done a picture of it with the other side show. There you go.
Yeah, there you are. You've got both sides there, look.
So whether now, do you buy it for somebody as a gift for them to sew it, or do you sew it and give it to them as a made gift?
I don't know.
Also, don't fall out with them, because if you're halfway through doing the initials, she's not getting it anymore.
Yeah, I'll just cut those out right now.
That's gorgeous, and that's only available
on linen.
No, brand new. No, brand new to us. Brand new to us. Brand new to us. That's what it is. I knew it was something.
Absolutely brand new today.
Perfect. That's gorgeous.
I'll tie
right, the red samplers next, please, Jane.
Right, well, I was just talking about this one behind me, remember? So this was done, well, something like 100 years ago. We don't actually know.
Don't they normally have a date on
Well,
them?
lots do, but not all of them.
Okay.
You can usually ask more money for them if they're dated.
Because
it's probably true. Yes,
exact proof of what date it was.
So
linen. It comes on linen and Ada. Can you reach all right?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if you can see. I've taken bits of this design
behind me. So this is what you're making out of this kit?
Yes.
So this Jeremy in the frame.
Can you see
coming
that?
over now.
There you go. There you go. So it's all in the red, and you've got some cross stitch and lots of. Now this is an interesting one because we've talked before about black work.
Yes.
Which doesn't have to be black. Now this is worked in a way like black work. And if I just grab my bit of thread and fabric here, just to show the point.
Yes.
Holbein stitch, which is what is used for most of black work, combined with a bit of back stitch, because you go in one direction with a running stitch, and then you come back filling in the gaps.
And that's Holbein stitch.
And that's the Holbein. Now obviously, occasionally you'll have to do a back stitch to get back.
Of course. Now, is it called Holbein after the artist?
It is.
Because Queen Elizabeth I adored black work on her stomachers of her dresses and in her on her
yes. Thingamajig that goes around your neck.
Oh, what's the word? I want to call it ruffle, but that's not right.
It'll come back to you.
It'll come back to me. No, not collar. You know the big horsehair things that go like that, and they go all the way round. It'll come to me. It'll come to me anyway. So Holbein, because he used to paint the little paintings, didn't he? That big.
That's right. So it's actually double running stitch.
Right.
So here I've done some running stitch.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go back and fill in the gaps.
Oh, I see. So
the
it
point
becomes a
of that
solid
is
line.
very simple. Yeah, if you do it in back stitch, when you look at the back, you have a loop. Whereas if you do it in double running, now, honestly and truthfully, you're the only one who's going to know.
Yes.
Whether you do one or the other. This was done in double running by one of my expert stitchers. I didn't stitch it.
Okay. But from the front, it doesn't look different if you do...
It hardly looks different.
Yes,
I think I would see it behind.
Yes. Yeah.
On a white fabric.
Yeah.
So this is quite challenging.
Rough, that's what it's called, thank you.
Yeah, well done, rough.
Jeremy told me that.
Isn't it pretty? So you've got little acorns.
Now on your telly, it might be looking a bit washed out. It's not in real life. The red is that lovely...
Yes.
It's not bright red. It's like an antique.
There you can see the red.
Thread. Oh yes, there you go. Like a brick. Better. It's better than a brick red. I'd say
Yes,
it was almost.
Do you know what we call it? School red.
Oh, school red.
Just because so many samplers in schools were done in that colour.
Okay, so just point out what the different stitches on the one in the frame. Let's have a look at some ones in the frame.
Well, basically you've got...
Can you reach? You can put it towards you if you want.
There's cross stitch around the edge, look.
Yeah.
And then almost all this is done in double running.
It's beautiful.
It's
it's like
very
a mini
pretty.
version, done like a mini version
And
of the one
these
behind.
aren't they lovely? And I think that the other thing about these is that once you've got the pattern, you've got those patterns.
Yes,
and you've
of
got all
course.
these borders. Look, that's a border, that's a border, that's a border. All those different,
so you could then use the
for
pattern.
more things, absolutely.
You did a little cross stitch and then wanted to do your kind of tessellating
Yes.
round, or that Greek round
So
the
as
outside.
I
Be
said,
beautiful.
comes from that. We believe it's British, but other than that, we don't know very much about it.
So why is it called black work if you don't have to use black?
Well, because when it was done originally on costume, it was done in black and gold.
Yes.
And
so
that
it's
was
just
to
the
imitate
technique.
lace.
Yeah.
So it tends to be. Now, some of you will have remembered, and I know in my Meet the Designer thingy jig we've just done,
Yeah.
there's a picture of a terrace of houses
Yes.
that's done in black work.
Yeah.
And that's very effective. So it's interesting to do. It's only counted still.
Yes.
So there's no reason why you can't.
But it's also it's nearly all just straightforward to backward
stitching.
stitches.
Yes.
So that's brilliant because it looks so intricate, but
Yeah,
you're not
I know.
actually.
No.
You're counting obviously where you come in and out and everything, but
Yes.
it's not. You haven't got to create little crosses
No,
until you do the
no.
border. Oh, I think that's brilliant.
So it's an
And it's
interesting one.
1999. You see, this is a brilliant hobby to take up because we were saying that when you take up a new hobby, the initial cost can sometimes, like if you take up sewing, you've got to get a sewing machine, you've got to get scissors, you've got to get a cutting board, a rope. This, everything's in there, isn't
Yes.
it? Everything. So
Yes.
the most it would cost you is
Yes.
1999 because your needle's in there,
Yes.
your thread's in there, your instructions are in there. And if you hate it,
It doesn't actually
it was
matter.
£19, you give it away as a present. If you love it, it's the start to so many more things.
Absolutely. And we can all collect some gorgeous clutter. We actually call the things, the hedgehog boxes and all those cross-stitch clutter.
Right.
Because it's a group of things that we sell. And you don't need any of them.
No.
But you can add to them, can't you?
Yes.
So when you start stitching, like when I started, I had a pair of sharp scissors, a packet of cross-stitch needles, and that was it.
Yes.
And then you sort of add to it, and we all collect.
Yes, of course.
Stitches,
But
of course.
that's
That's
when you
the
know
fun.
you love it, isn't
Yes.
it? Then you don't mind.
Exactly.
It's when you first start something, you think, how do I know if I'm going to like this or
Well,
not?
you think I nearly died of shock when I see how much a golf club costs.
Oh, do you like golf?
No.
Does Bill like golf?
No.
Oh, I've
We
got the
don't
most,
like it.
No, but I've got the most brilliant book in the next hour where you can crochet. You know the things they put over the ends of golf
Yes.
clubs?
No.
It's got brilliant. It's brilliant. I just thought if he loved it, I should get it for you so he could make them for him. But I'm not going to do that now. Anyway,
When you think how much some hobbies
Yes,
cost
yes,
to
yes,
start.
yes.
So this is, and the time that it takes you to do the things is part of the mindfulness.
I was going to say, and it's the mindfulness because it's your time and it's
absolutely.
brilliant.
When I retired
Yeah, like
4 years ago, when the Cross Stitch Guild went to Andrea to continue, and I said I'd happily stay on for a couple of years to help out. I can remember coming home from the meeting with the accountants and going upstairs to the loo and sitting on the loo and having a weep.
Oh.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do
Oh,
now?
what, time-wise or money-wise?
No, just I had warned Andrea, bless her, and she didn't believe me. I said, you do know that you'll work when you're awake, don't you? Yeah, she said.
Because she was had a proper job, didn't she?
Oh
beforehand?
yes. I mean, she got her first in mathematics at Sheffield, and she was working in the computer industry.
Yeah.
But a guild member, you know.
Yes.
I mean, she was a regular at our weekends.
Of course,
and so
but
on.
it wasn't her
But it
job.
wasn't-
job.
no,
but she was,
no.
you know. We've got to, what did you say, Kat? A picture from June.
Oh, look!
In the middle of stitching,
done.
Jane, sample it. It's delicious. Love June.
Well done, June. That's brilliant. Thank you for showing us that.
I think you're more than halfway. I think that's
yes,
more than the
almost
middle,
finished.
June.
She's on the border.
You'll have to
That's
get a new one.
absolutely smashing, and it is always fabulously reassuring for me. I know it works, but it's lovely seeing it working.
Yes, of course.
You know, if that makes any
Oh, yeah,
sense.
no, totally. So the graphics
Thank
at the
you.
moment are Ada, but it comes in linen as well. doesn't
Yes.
it? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's fantastic,
And again,
isn't it?
you've got the same size when it's finished. It's not going to... And as you know, the pattern is possible on Ada because it is.
Yes,
Because it's
yes,
done.
yes. Now, I just thought then, do you never do cross-stitch in a hoop?
Well, now that's an interesting question. I don't.
No, well, June obviously doesn't either.
No. I work with mine in my hand. Now, if you imagine, this isn't a particularly big piece of fabric, but I just work with it in my
Yes.
hand. If it's a big piece, I would roll it so that I'm holding the back of the material,
Right.
and then I'd stitch.
Oh, okay. So when you're doing your world map with your Wales and everything like that, you roll it
just
up.
roll it up and work where you can. This is a personal decision. Now, if you want to use a frame or hoop, please do.
Yeah.
I have to be honest, I have a real allergy to small hoops being moved around a project. And I've seen them squashed over the stitches.
Oh, yes.
And it makes me want to cry.
Yes. So if you're going to do it, put it on one of those. If you can
Either
put on a
get a
big
big
square
enough
one and
one.
stitch at the top and the bottom,
Yes,
then
yes.
you
if
don't
you,
have
if you must. Now, I've sent some stitching out to one of my marvellous stitchers. Jill, if you're watching, I'm talking about you, not to you. And she's working something inspired by Anne Hathaway's home in Stratford.
Oh, yes, thank you.
And she said, I've got it on the frame ready to start. And I smiled to myself because I know I can see her stitching area.
Yes.
Because she's got a big rectangular frame and she's got everything just so,
Yes,
you know,
yes,
it's
yes.
her stitching area. I use a frame when if I was doing masses of French knots, like filling an area with them, I'd do it for satin stitch. So if there's detail on a project that has satin stitch, if I was adding a lot of beads after I'd stitched it, I'd probably pop it on a frame.
Yeah.
I use one of Sue Hawkins' padded frames, and this is where she's upholstered a rectangle of wood.
Right.
So I can pop it on with pins.
Oh, so you haven't got to do that.
You're not messing about
Yeah,
for too long,
yeah.
because as I said, I use them rarely.
Yeah.
But this is a personal choice. Now,
Oh, yeah. Well, June, who made that one, said, I roll it too. I prefer stitching in the hand.
Yeah, I prefer stitching in
Yeah.
hand. I cuddle my sewing.
Oh.
One of the things I wouldn't remind you, though, because we're making crosses as a general rule, the tension on the fabric is going in both directions. If you're working tent stitch, you definitely get a risk of the thing going like a lozenge. So you'd want to put tapestry on a frame.
Now, it's really weird you say that because I bought, going back donkey's years now, when it was in Kensington High Street, there was a shop, Ermine Tapestries.
I know it well.
And I bought a Cafe
For sale.
design. And I didn't put it on a frame or anything. And as it was supposed to be a cushion front, so it's supposed to square like that. As I stitched it, it went more and more like
Lozenge.
exactly the same. Like, in
Lozenge.
the end, I ended up just chucking it because it wasn't any good to anyone.
Now, you see, there's a firm called Elizabeth Bradley out there. Not now with Elizabeth Bradley running it, but
Yeah.
it's out there. And she produced a massive number of Victorian-style cushions, some of which you could make into rugs.
Right.
So you could piece them. Now, they're done in cross-stitch in wool.
Wow.
So you can work them without a frame.
Yes.
But if you're doing tent stitch, you really
Yes.
shouldn't.
Okay. Quick question then.
Yes,
Hello,
sorry.
Jane. When doing a border and you're working your way around, is there an easy way to make sure the stitches marry up correctly?
Well, there's two things I would say about borders. One is you know that you can turn it 180 degrees. and the crosses will still face the same way.
Oh, yes.
If you turn it 90 degrees, they won't. Because whether you mean to or not, you will revert to what you were doing before.
Yes.
And the crosses will face the wrong way. Now, it's not the end of the world, but generally with counted cross stitch, we want our crosses all facing the same way because it looks much, much prettier. Now, if you have a complicated border, I've been there, the spring sampler, it was number 16, so that's a long time ago. And I made 3 mistakes, so they actually unpicked to the first one and did it again, unpicked to the earlier one, and so on, because I missed.
Yes.
I missed at the end. So the only thing I think you can do is you can run your needle across. If I grab a needle, this is awfully messy. I don't normally behave like this, I promise. Where's the needle? Oh, there it is. Yes, so you can run your needle across the fabric, like so. If you pull the fabric, not the needle, you will actually follow the fabric. And you can check you're in the right place.
Can you only do that on linen?
It doesn't work as well on Ada.
Yeah.
If not, the only other thing to do is to work some tram lines in tacking stitches. And the other thing about a border is, one way of trying to make it easier for yourself is, let me think of an example. Well, I could do it with this little one for a minute, just to make the point. If you look at this little project here, I would start the border, I'd do that, 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 and that, making sure it matched the design in the middle, and then you won't go far wrong. It's if you set off to do a border round. I mean, if you want to do a border first, then you have to take responsibility for your actions,
Right.
as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Because we tend to make counting mistakes when you're counting empty fabric. If you've got stitches there to count, you'll probably get them right.
Yes.
But if you're galloping around an empty piece of fabric, the risk is... So that's what I think.
We're going to do that next. That's,
And I've got a bit to show cutting.
Oh, no, okay, no, do that. Do you want to do that to do with this?
Yes,
Okay, perfect.
Right.
So the bundle is called, or the pack is called...
There you are. It's the Winter Shades Time.
No, you said this one next.
Oh.
No, you're right, Jane.
Oh.
You're right.
I'm holding this.
Yes,
and
that's
I'm
what you
staying
said
still.
next, Kat, wasn't it? Winter Shades Tile. That's it.
There you are.
11. Okay. You do not get the frame. You don't get the frame.
You don't get the frame.
Okay.
So I'll pop it down and tell you about this. So I started one of these for a class using autumn shades.
Right.
And everyone liked it so much it ended up as a set. So there are 3 more in the series.
Okay.
This section here is using a little bit of Hardanger embroidery.
Right.
Now that comes from the area of Norway called Hardanger. You know it well, don't
I do.
you? And we've got the little Hardanger book lurking somewhere, which I'll mention in a minute. So this little section is a type of Hardanger. If you don't want to do it, you can leave it.
Have you got the kit there? Is it the kit?
Yeah.
Is that it there?
There we are.
So if you leave it, what...
Put something
put
else
it-
there.
From that pattern?
Oh, not necessarily. Why not put your initials?
Oh, okay.
The thing about counted embroideries, there's nothing on the fabric. So if you want to ignore something I've done, and I mean, I do see pieces of work. When we have a cross stitch gear weekend, we do something called bring and brag,
Right.
which is the same as show and tell,
Yeah.
obviously. And we have 3 or 4 trestle tables covered in work people have done, or novelties they've found, or whatever. And so many times they're my designs, but they're different.
Yes.
You know, we change things, don't we?
Yeah, but you don't mind that. You don't get offended, do you?
No. Once you've bought it, it's yours.
Yes.
So there's your pre-sorted threads.
Lovely. Gorgeous colours.
That's that one. Then this is the interesting bit. Now this is also what I've got in my hand. This is Oliver Twist thread.
Yeah.
It is hand-dyed in Yorkshire. And there's a thick and a thin one.
Right.
And if I show you in this clump, it's a bit
Yeah.
easier to see. So there's a thick version
Yeah.
and there's a thin version.
Right.
So when you're doing Hardanger, this section here, these boxes are done before the cutting,
Right.
and you use the thick one.
Okay, for the
right?
frames.
For the frame, exactly, for the framework. And then the thin one is used after cutting. And I've got a little piece that I've done, so I'll show you that in a second.
Perfect. Just tell us what else you get in that kit then. So you get
So
your thread, then you get
your
the
thin and your thick.
Yeah, and the thick, yeah.
You've got 2 gold needles.
Right.
One of them is the size 22 for your thick.
Yeah.
And then you get... See, I think these are amazing. And I go on about this, and I know I drew it, but it still comes as a surprise to me.
Yes.
This is because of the cross-stitch program I use. It's something we're going to show on the telly.
Oh, okay, on here.
One day soon.
Okay, good.
It's quite remarkable. When I bought it, just to give you an example, I bought a 486 computer, so before there was a Pentium.
Right.
So the screen was that big and it was that deep.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I bought a black and white printer, a colour printer, the cross-stitch program and a typing word program. And I spent 8p over £5,000. Now, I think you'd be stretched to pay £5,000 now.
On the whole, yes, exactly.
You know, when you think my phone's got more stuff in it than that computer had.
Yeah.
But this is what it does. It's quite extraordinary because I can draw on some squared paper and get some shapes. I can draw these interesting stitches that are a little bit different. There's some other stitches here that are fun. I can draw these shapes. Someone said to me, now that you've got the computer program, what do you do with all your spare time? Slap.
Yeah.
But actually what it means is that if I was, for instance, drawing a complicated border round a sampler and it involved butterflies, if I didn't have a cross-stitch program, I would have to copy them and then I'd have to flip them over and do mirror images and ditto. Mm-hmm. This one, I can spend all morning getting the butterfly right and cut and paste.
Yes.
So it doesn't save time, I just work more.
Yes.
So this has got little insects on it, look. And so this is part of a series.
Right.
And then you've got lots of destructions.
But we've just got winter today.
We've got winter today.
Yeah.
Actually, interestingly, there was somewhere I had an autumn. There is another one left on the website if you want to look, everybody. I can't remember which one.
Oh, okay, do we have it here
haven't
this
got the
morning?
word piece with me. So these are going to be your instructions, look. And I mean, I think they're, really clear. If you want to, if you're nervous of the hardanger bit, do it first.
Yes, there's autumn. There's the autumn one on the right-hand side.
There you are. So there are some of the autumn left.
Yeah.
There's a close-up of the little detail, look.
Brilliant.
This is how to do hardanger embroidery, how to do the cutting.
Kat, where's the hardanger book?
It's around somewhere. I've certainly seen it.
Maybe the autumn one's with the hardanger book.
So there's some more detail for you. This is these stitches here, look.
Lovely.
Oh, bless you, thank you.
So what do you want to show? Sorry, I interrupted there to get you through.
So
what
I'm going to
show
show this little bit of cutting.
Perfect.
I'm going to borrow the red scissors from here. So when you do hardanger, it's always involved in making these blocks.
Yeah, there we go.
Now you can see the threads space dyed. It slightly changes, so that makes it interesting. These are actually bunches of 9 stitches. And if you notice, a horizontal one is opposite the horizontal.
Yeah, they're slightly different to normal, aren't they? Because
Yes,
we normally
they're
have a more of a cross shape.
Yes.
Yes.
This shape is a true hardanger shape, but it's not what you're used to seeing.
Right. Okay.
And in fact, if I show you in the book, which has just miraculously appeared, bless her, just bear with me a second. So this is the shape we usually make, which is 5 straight stitches to make this pattern.
Yes.
Or something similar.
Yeah.
Yes?
But this one, did you say it was 9?
It's 9 all the way around. So the
Okay.
corners are shared.
Yeah.
This is all in your instructions,
Yeah, of
when
course,
you come to do it. All right? So what you can do is you're able to cut where the needle has already been. So you cut at the side of the boxes right?
Right.
Never the open tunnel.
Right.
Can you see the difference?
Yeah.
And if you, as I said, the instructions are in here, but the little Hardanger book is very hand-holding. It takes you through each little stage.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is pass my needle.
Oh, hang on a sec.
My
You're all right. You just need to push it
Sorry,
forward a
darling,
little
where
bit.
do you need
That's it.
me?
There you go, there you go.
How's that? So I'm going to go in here in the corner, and I'm going to pick up 2.
Oh,
Bear with me.
yeah.
I'll just get 2 and then show you
Yeah.
again. 1, 2. And do you notice I make sure I can see the point of the scissor
Yeah.
and cut? Now some of you are now shuddering.
Yes.
2. And I'm leaning slightly towards the block.
So you're cutting through the hole that your needle's gone through with
Yes.
your stitch.
Yes.
So why doesn't your stitch unravel?
Because you've gone all the way around each time.
Oh,
When you make those
right,
blocks,
yes.
you're wrapping.
Yes.
So do you see, that's the back looks the same but has a slight slant.
Yes.
And I have to tell you that the first time I tried Hardanger, I'm not wasting all that thread, and I did it the other way.
Oh,
and it fell off.
Yes, of course.
And then I put it in a drawer and refused to do it for years because I felt such an idiot. Right, if I do that too.
Yeah.
Right, now I'm going to cut the other side because I want to show you what happens.
Yeah.
I teach to go from a shared hole if there is one, because that must be stitch number 1.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're wandering around here, it's more difficult to see.
Yeah, of course.
And I cut in the same direction each time. So I'm cutting away from me in 2s. Bear with me.
And only ever in 2s? You only ever cut in 2s?
Well, you can't cut 3 if you're cutting 2. I like to think that if you see 2 threads on your scissor, you're right.
Okay.
That's just me.
No, it's sensible. You obviously learnt through mistake.
Well, yes. If you do cut something incorrectly, it's almost always repairable.
Right. Almost.
Well, I've only ever once found somebody, you know, the sort of people who will say over and over again, I don't understand this.
Yeah.
And they aren't listening to you. And actually they're disrupting the whole class because they can't get on because...
Yes. Yeah.
And then she absolutely cut everything wrong.
Oh, that was an actual example. She's not saying any names. That was not just a hypothetical question.
And it wasn't rescuable.
Oh.
Bear with me, sorry. Like all the other bits of me that are falling apart at the moment, I've got cataracts coming and I'm going to have bloody eyes.
No. What eye surgery? Sorry.
No eye surgery, obviously. Sorry, you didn't hear that. And there. Right. So, let me find a pointy needle somewhere here. You'd think I'd have hundreds of them, wouldn't you? Right, what I'm going to do...
Right, can we see this? Hang on, let's see what...
Ready?
Yeah, well, I just need you to pull either your head back or the sewing forward.
How's that?
They're perfect. If you can do it from there, that's perfect.
So those threads now come out because we've cut, effectively what we've done is cut either end of the same thread.
Oh, so yes, so you're cutting out either the warp or the weft?
Yes.
And you haven't gone the other way?
Not yet.
No.
Let's see if I can get there. It's slightly odd position, just bear with me.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine. Just go.
Yeah, when Elliot and Jeremy decide to move the cameras, it'll be a lot easier for our experts.
There. Oh, there's another one to come. So what I've been able to do is remove... I should be able to remove that one as well. There it goes. Oh, I've left one.
Oh.
There you go. Have I? Yes. There we go.
Selling really well, this one, by the way.
They're lovely to do. They take a bit longer than you expect.
Yes.
Can you see now, if I get a nice dark background?
Yeah.
So if I cut...
Toby's just coming in now.
Yeah.
There you go, perfect.
So that's those cut there and there.
Yeah.
Now if I do the same there, I'm going to end up with a hole.
Yes.
Yes? I'm also going to end up with 4 threads going that way and 4 threads going that way,
Yeah.
because they haven't been cut. And that's how I've made this decoration in the middle.
Right. Oh, hang on, it's just coming. Now, have you got something behind there?
Yes, there's a little piece of blue felt in there.
Oh, it's in the kit,
Yes,
is it?
yes. It's just a little bit of colour to show it.
Right. Perfect. I've got another question for you here
Oh,
now.
good.
Then. Might not be that hard, Hanger. Hello, Jane and John. Jane, could you please explain how to begin to place your first crosses on linen?
Yes.
I find it hard to know where to bring the needle to start. From Chris.
Right, Chris. Let me find a illustration and then I'll show you on the fabric.
Oh, we're going to run the autumn tile through, even though we can't find it anywhere. It is here somewhere. We have got them in stock. If you, we just put the autumn tiles through graphics there.
Yes,
Pictures
that's
on the website.
Yes, thank you. Where does it show you? So if I take, you'd think I'd got 65,000 needles here. I'll
too
borrow
there.
this one. Right. So let's.
Needle in mouse.
You didn't see that.
No.
Come here. Just for want of argument, obviously no spit on the thread.
No.
It's quite disgusting.
God, if I think about the amount of wedding dresses and things I've made that would have had John Scott spit or... That sounds horrible, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. So let's take this piece of fabric that would have been in this kit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fold the fabric in 4 and just finger press.
Now,
from
would
there.
you press it first? Because obviously there's the creases
Yes,
that it's
yes.
come out of the packet of
Yes.
as well, which won't be the same.
I always go through, always before I start, so I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So then you'd count to the first stitch, all right, that's nearest your middle.
Right. So, where those 2 creases that you've just done
There.
meet,
That's the
your
middle.
middle hole or your middle
yes.
thread. Yeah.
So that's what I do with this.
Yeah.
And looking at this, the middle would mean I'd probably work the body of this little butterfly
Right.
first.
Hang on. Yeah, got that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Now to show you, I'm going to use bigger fabric.
Right.
That is an away waist knot, which is away from where I'm working, and it will be chopped off.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bring the needle up here. Now, if you're working on linen, I hope this will be possible for you to see.
Yeah.
There we go. So I've actually crossed 2 fabric threads, and how you do it, you can count across diagonally,
Yeah.
or left to right, or top to bottom.
Right.
But if you imagine a noughts and crosses board, right, you're
Yeah.
doing noughts and crosses with a friend, you're using the 4 corners, and you're leaving the middle hole empty. So that's the first cross stitch. So hopefully you can see that, because it's a bit bigger. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, I'll be honest, I work mine. This is a bit of a short length now, but I've got it in my hand, and I work in 2 journeys. So I work my halves first. So if I was talking about doing this little creature here,
Yeah.
I'd do 4 halves.
When you
And
say
then
halves, you mean just the cross
diagonal.
going one way,
Yes.
not the complete cross?
Yes. Just doing that shape. Whoops. Like that. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then I go back and cover them up.
Perfect.
Now, partly it's quicker. The other reason, I'll show you in a second, right, is on the back you get these nice straight lines,
Yeah.
which is exactly where you finish your threads off under those.
Brilliant.
So you resist any spaghetti on the back.
Yes.
Now, when someone picks up my stitching and does this, I smack them. I think it's extremely rude to look at someone, the back of someone's work. Having said that, if you're learning to do this hobby, you will become your own harshest critic.
Yes.
So when you've done one and you look at it and go, oh, I can see where I went wrong there, you won't go wrong the next time.
No, and also it's the back. You're going to put it in a frame. It's not like...
If you want to work a reversible sampler, there are 2 or 3 patterns out there that were done in 1646 or something that are reversible, and you can get the patterns and you can
but why? Unless you're going to have it hanging up and swinging like that.
If you want, I mean, there are people who want to, and I don't, you know, and I certainly don't want the back to be scruffy, and I don't want to, when I come to press and frame the piece, have lumps and bumps all over it.
Yeah.
No, of course I don't.
Yeah.
And I don't want a thread to show from the front. You see, I can see that thread. If that was stretched and mounted now, you'd see that.
Yes.
But I don't want to. So look
yeah.
after it as you're doing it. You know, take care of the fabric. And this has been chewed up a bit now. But, you know, the fabric is beautifully made for you.
Chris says, lovely and clear. Thank you very much indeed,
Oh, well,
Jane.
thank you, Chris.
Right, now, very quickly, we've only got a couple of minutes left. Have you got any kits on there that we haven't seen yet?
Well, there's just a couple to mention. Yes. This is...
Look at the messy of it.
I know. Can you imagine what my desk looks like at home?
No. We haven't got me going, do this now, do this now, do this now. So what's this one called?
This is the autumn leaf sampler. We have some stock left. I haven't got the workpiece with me.
Don't worry.
The falling leaf is nothing more than a summer's wave goodbye.
Yeah, and who did you nick that from?
And I nicked it from an A board at the Westernburt Arboretum outside the cafe.
Oh!
Written in chalk.
Yeah, so it's like there's a couple of tube stations that have an affirmation every day, and sometimes they're just fantastic. So that one's, which one's that? That's the linen one, and it also comes in Ada as well.
Yes. So you've got, the threads are in bundles this time, but there is a card in there so that when you sort them, you can put them...
You sort them for yourself?
Yes, you sort them for yourself. Now, they're done in 2 bundles, and it'll tell you which one to start with when you're sorting them.
Yeah. And they're only $7.99 each. And what size is that? Is that the size of the...
This is, let me do it in inches, 4.5 by 6 1/4
Oh,
inches.
nice. Like
so
a postcard.
it grows quite quick. Yes, a little bit bigger than a postcard.
Yeah. Gorgeous. And there's another bundle. You've got another kit there.
And this is very sweet. This is another what bow. I know I'm tiresome. Occasionally I force myself to do something different with for scissor keeper. This is a series of 4, and this is the spring one.
Oh, okay.
So you've got tulips on it, and there's a winter one that's very snowy. Yeah. There's obviously an autumn leaf one, which I think is acorns and leaves, rather like that.
Yeah.
And there must be and the summer one has got hollyhocks and things.
Oh, lovely.
They're quite large, and they come with the scissors.
Oh, brilliant. Fantastic.
And they're on linen only.
Right, okay. And then we've also got an acorn somewhere on your desk.
Oh!
From Mighty, what's it? Oh, yeah, let's see how many are left. Acorn magnetic needle holder at $9.99. That's cute, isn't it?
Isn't it smashing? Isn't that lovely? I was saying to Andrea, rang her, you know, during the break, because we also used to do a strawberry.
She wasn't complaining, was she?
No. No. I was just
do a what, eh?
A strawberry one of these.
Oh, wow.
This started because so many old samplers have acorns on, and strawberries.
Yes.
Isn't it nice?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So that's again made for us in Cirencester, and it's made of the plastic resin stuff, and then treated to look like mahogany.
All of the magnets today have been very, very popular.
I think
if you've got any of them in your basket, you do need to check out. Definitely.
And if you're giving one of the little ones to anybody, I suggest you put a paperclip or something on so they don't think you've just sent them an ornament.
Yes, exactly.
Because they won't realise.
Oh yes, because a lot of presents this Christmas won't be given, will they?
No.
They'll be sent.
They'll be sent.
Yeah, because automatically you can think, oh, sweet little, you can just put it on the shelf, not use it or anything.
Not realise what it's for.
Jane, that was absolutely brilliant as always.
Thank
I have to
you.
say goodbye to you now, and have a really safe journey home because I know you're in pain with your back and everything. Right, what do I need to do? I need to do the menu for Sewing Street tomorrow, which is me, but it's 5 hours of Sewing Street tomorrow. So And Hayley's producing me. My guest is Mark Francis. So men and boys waistcoats with Mark Francis at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, we've got Liberty Emporium fabrics, which are gorgeous. Then at 10 o'clock, we've got the So Different Geo dress with Mark Francis. Then at 10 and 11, we've got Gary. Gary is here, brand new Dukey machine and more Dukey at 12 o'clock. So it's 2 hours of Gary at the end of the day there. We've got a brand spanking new exclusive sewing machine tomorrow from Dukey. It's fantastic. I was looking at it last night. You can't buy it anywhere else at the moment. I was looking for it. And the early bird tomorrow, don't forget the early bird tomorrow is that little mini iron that comes in the hard case. Now, I've really got to say to you, if you're watching the telly, just stay where you are, go and make yourself a cup of tea, because Yarn Lane will be up in about, well, it'll be a bit longer than 3 minutes, because we've got an awful lot to get out, right? But if you're watching on YouTube, on Facebook, or on the website, you need to go to the Yarn Lane version of those to be able to watch us. Also, you cannot, if you're logged into the Sewing Street web page, right, you can't buy from there. You can only buy from the Yarn Lane web page. So if you're watching Yarn Lane, you need to buy from the Yarn Lane. You can and it's a different phone number as well. So I'll tell you all about that when we come back after this break. So thank you to Jane, thank you to you. I'll see you on the other side of this break in a completely different show called Yarn Lane.